Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Startup Express Pitching Final 2021 will start in 5 minutes. Watch it live from wherever you are on Earth. And remember, if you're watching us from Facebook Live, come on over to our official broadcast page and log in because you get to enjoy some live Q&A and polling. So we'll see you there in 5 minutes, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here in Hong Kong. Welcome to the pitching final of Startup Express 2021. My name is Vivek Mahbubani, and I'm your moderator today. It is so good to be back as well this year. So if you're tuning in from Hong Kong, 大家好嘛. Now, if you're tuning in and sipping your morning coffee in London, well, good on you, and I hope you're wide and awake with that. But if you're enjoying your late night snack in New York, then you, my friend, are a dedicated startup fan. I love that. Now, I'm sure you know Startup Express is a startup development program organized by the HKTDC with the support of our strategic partner, AMTD Group. Now, in the past few years, we've been assisting startups in the cohorts in expanding markets by taking part in local and international events and exhibitions, as well as meeting with successful leaders to build connections and enhancing brand awareness through extensive media coverage. Now, today's event is also co-live broadcasting at our media partner Goidi Icons app. So hello to all of you over there who put aside tracking stock prices or tech news to join us today. More people are interested than ever before. Now, lots of registrants actually have told us that in today's live broadcast, they've indicated that they are interested in partnering up with or even investing in startups, which is perfect because that is exactly what Startup Express is all about. Connecting worldwide investors and incubators as well as a variety of corporates to join in. So get excited because we are about to witness 20 wonderful teams and 20 fantastic ideas ahead of us and see which one clicks with you the most. Now, it may be true that, we're physically apart, but I will tell you, we are virtually next to each other. And so to better engage with you, we've also got a live Q&A session and live polling sessions, which will be held after every startup's pitch. So you can have a vote towards the My Most Favorite Startup Award, letting us know which one you, my friend, sitting at your screen, like the most. Now, unfortunately, there's no, My Most Favorite Moderator Award because we all know the correct answer is me. Thank you. One laugh. All right. So to take part in all this, remember to go to our official broadcast page, all right? Go to the official broadcast page. Over there, you can join in on the live Q&A and live polling to let us know what you think of every single pitch. Now, towards your right, you'll see the Q&A and the live polling button. So let's do the first poll of the day, all right? The question is, are you ready to change the world with great ideas? You will see you have a few choices, which is yes and very yes. Because that's what it's all about today. We're changing the world with better ideas ever than before. So today's finalists have some mind-blowing ideas, and with your support, we will know which ones are not just out of the box, but probably even out of the world. That's what we're looking for, the next great idea. So it looks like, from what you can see the results, is that everybody pretty knows how to work with the live polling system, which is fantastic. Click it, and that's all you got to do. Real simple, right? But there's one more thing I would like to add, which is last year proved to us that it is very important to constantly evolve with the times and the market needs, which is why this year we have a brand new award called the Social Impact Award. And this is basically to recognize the startup which has the most effective and integrating environmental, social, and governance, also known as ESG, elements in their products or services to better serve the community and the environment. Now, to echo this with emerging market needs on ESG-related technologies, we also have added health tech and green tech as our entry categories. And guess what? The response to these corresponding categories have been fantastically overwhelming. On top of that, we also added the retail tech and AR and VR as well as new categories. So people love these hot topics. These are the hottest categories that we're all fighting for. So do not miss any of these amazing pitches ahead of us today. And of course, I am also very delighted that today we also have Dr. Calvin Choi, Chairman and CEO of AMTD Group, joining us virtually for a quick chat and a little support towards the event. So Calvin, how are you today?
How are you? Hi and hello everyone. It's very happy to live stream this from New York.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for staying up this hour of the day. I want to say that Startup Express has received an increased number of applicants, and more young entrepreneurs are aspiring to basically demonstrate their innovation via this program. What do you think about this increased number? What is it telling you?
I think it's definitely something of a news that we very much welcome. I think thanks to HKTDC, I think this Startup Express has become the focal point of our city. Every year, I think for startups or grooming more startups, I think for the community, I think of course by having more diversity of applicants, this makes this community even more great. And I think it is really more about the ongoing nature of the synergies and also the cooperative nature that we can see out of the overall community that we welcome and we are happy to see.
That's very true. I mean, all the different ideas, even I remember last year, was just mind-blowing for myself, and I thought, okay, this couldn't get any better. It will. It just did. Now, what about this ESG thing? So, how do you see the rising importance of ESG elements? How can venture capitalists and corporates and startups join hands to basically harness this technological innovation to create more influential social impact? What do you think about the social impact about this?
I think it's very important that I think nowadays for every investors, we want to invest, right, picking the right company, but also investing for the right purposes. So we want to invest into the right companies to produce the right impact, not only creating values, but also producing the right values for the society, contributing more, I think, to the better living of everyone. So I think now that technological advancement, digitalization, I think makes many things possible. Just like, now you and I live streaming, from two parts of the whole world. Ultimately, I think technological advancement also bringing lots of proximity, expediting ways that how we communicate, the touch point, efficiency, and also the more of the mass impact. So I think on an overall basis, I think it enables, it empowers, I think it accelerates, I think lots of the positiveness of things. So I think, I think from what we see that, I think from the Startup Express, we will want to pick more of the bright ideas, innovative ideas that could, I think, change the world. I think from what you started off, I think the first question, I think it's very important. I think, in fact, from AMTD, my strategy or our group strategy is also idea, the forward, also representing our 4 business pillars. So I think every idea will be important if it touches, your heart, touches each other's heart, but ultimately creating positiveness of the impact. So I think, we would want to pick more company that I think, as you laid out very rightfully, that into different sub-verticals of the human life. So hopefully through tech and innovative ideas, through more of the powerful idea, we can see, out from the startup that we can change the world, make our world better.
Absolutely. You're looking for those world-changing ideas. I think we all are. And hopefully we'll have 20 different world-changing ideas to choose from today. That's exciting.
Yep.
I'm going to give you one more question. Do you have any winning tips for our 20 teams? I know they're nervous, but what's a little tip you can give them to help them out?
I think tips is that, no tips, right? Just relax and just enjoy the process. I think it's really not about, of course, creating, I think, more of the impact, I think, out of, letting everyone knowing your competitiveness will be important. But I think more importantly, I think, is to interact, to engage, and to embrace the overall of the situation context. I think out of the Startup Express, I think it's not a one point in time of a context. I think it's an ongoing process. I think out of the community curating, I think it's an ongoing process that you interact not only with your current class, your previous class, your future class, but with all of us, not only the judge, or the strategic partner, HKTDC, helping you to grow and to connect with the world. So expanding regionally, bringing your idea from local to regional to global. So I think that's all about the whole process. So I think enjoy and embrace.
Fair enough. Today is not the end of it. Today is just part of the journey. So whatever happens, you can continue on and change the world in your own way. Absolutely. Calvin, it was a real pleasure to be able to speak to you from other ends of the planet. And enjoy your late night snack if you're having some.
Yep, absolutely.
Take it easy. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to have our judges here to both judge and provide advice to our teams. So let us introduce them one by one. First of all, we've got Mr. Raymond Young, Vice Chairman of AMTD Global Advisory Committee. Please wave to the camera. Just say hi to everyone. Let everyone know that, hey, you're over here. There we go. We got a room full of people today. Don't be shy. AMTD Group is back again as a strategic partner this year, and we are so thankful that Raymond is on board with us. And keep coming back, because HKTDC values this partnership very, very much. Next up, we've got Mr. Duncan Chiu, the co-founder of Radiant Venture Capital. Absolutely lovely to see you again on our panel this year. I was reading up about your credentials, and you're the president of the HKTDC, chairman of Lyun Company Limited, managing director of Radiant Venture Capital, and that was just the first paragraph. Is your CV like a book? That was very impressive. Next up, we've got Mr. Herbert Chia, the venture partner, Sequoia Capital China. Say hi to everybody in the camera over there. Yep. Again, Herbert, thank you for joining us again this year. And I know you're a big data expert, which means you probably already calculated who the winner is, right? You probably even know what I'm having for dinner tonight. You're probably like, pizza. It's pizza, right? Tell me it's pizza. I want pizza. Okay, we'll do that. Next up, we've got Mr. Hendrickson, co-founder and executive director and vice chairman, CMGE Technology Group Limited. Thank you for joining us this year for the first time. Personally, I love mobile games, mostly because it keeps me and other people awake on buses and trains, because the last thing you want is someone falling asleep next to you and their head on your shoulder, and that is awkward. Mobile games save the day all the time for me. Thank you so much for that. Next up, we've got Miss Norma Chu, founder of Day Cook, joining us virtually. Norma, say hi to everybody. There we go. Norma is another addition to this year's panel of judges. So welcome joining us today virtually. Now, I'm curious, Norma. So now that you've expanded, Day Cook to be from an online cooking platform to a multi-sector business, do you still cook every day? Yep, she's like, no, I will not answer your question. I accept that. That's fair enough. That was a dumb question, not worth your answer. I'll take that. And remember, just like our judges, you also have a chance to have your say by joining in our online polls and Q&A, as well as voting for my most favorite startup award. And apart from our distinguished guest today, we've also got some renowned venture capitalists and incubators joining us today in person. Say hi to everybody, all our friends over here sitting together. Come on, don't be shy. Wave to the camera. Hey, we got people in the room ready to go with the next great idea. So hopefully today you will enjoy yourself and also be able to identify the startup that clicks with you and that has the most future collaborations ahead for you to enjoy together. Now, also to let you know, do not miss our investor corner, because we've got on the left side of the venue, this is a space for you to be able to chat with different teams that you're going to see later on. Have a cozy chat with especially the winning teams as well. So take advantage of that. And lastly, today, 20 finalists are here to pitch, and 10 winners will be selected. Now, in their pitch, you will be able to understand their marketing strategies, their products and services, as well as potential to be extended to overseas markets. A lot of stuff ahead of us today. So to ensure fairness, though, the sequence of today's pitching finals has been randomly selected. So each startup will be given 3 minutes for their pitch, followed by 3 minutes of Q&A from the judging panel and the public, and the result will be announced at the end of today's event. Okay, so this is intensity. And with that, everybody, I think it's time to get the ideas flowing. So judges and guests in the room, same as me, are you ready? If you are, make some noise. Cheer for everybody. Are you guys ready? Yeah? Okay, they're ready to do it. Judges online, Norma, I saw, are you ready as well? You ready to do it? Yeah, she's ready to do it. Let's make this happen. With that, everybody, introducing first, the opening startup to showcase their fantastic idea on stage is Crimson Vision Technology, which is a traceable, non-invasive, and portable fruit quality detector. The stage is yours. Good luck. Take it away.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon. I'm Conrad from Crimson Vision. So nowadays people love fruit, especially the watery and sweet fruit. So these are, for example, grapes, watermelon, etc. But this fruit can be expensive. But still, people love it. They buy for parties or celebration. So there's a new high-end fruit market targeting for the customer who are willing to pay for the high-end fruit. With this new market, there's some new problems. For example, there's lack of quality information about the fruit that you are buying. There's lack of data for the industry to analyze. There's lack of quality assurance for the customer, and there's lack of platform for the fruit enterprise to build their brands. So Crimson Vision is developing a fruit quality detector which can collect information from the fruit, for example, sugar level, pesticide, acidity, and water content. And we do that in a non-invasive method. That means we never cut open the fruit. We never destroy the fruit. And it's very portable and it's smart to empower our IoT solution. What does it mean? So we do not just collect data. We, in the future, with a scan on the fruit labels, in the future for every fruit, people can access information like brands, farms, dates of harvest, and more importantly, quality information. Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it watery? And we do not, because we do it non-invasively, that means we can do it multiple times. We do not just provide one-time data. We provide traceable data over time from farm to market. So this information is very important for the industry to improve their cultivation method, to predict harvest dates, to enhance quality control, and more importantly, to increase their profit margin in the retail fruit sector. We focus on fruit enterprise in China. And China is the largest fruit producer among the world. And the growth is very stable. So Crimson Vision, with our technology, we collect data, we analyze the data, and we sell the data to this food enterprise. We strongly believe that data is one of the most valuable assets in the world in the future. This is our team. Our Professor Frunzu is a director. He has years of experience studying NIR technology, and we produce our sensor ourselves. And we file patents around the world. We file patents in Japan, in China, and in the US. So to summarize, we collect data. With our technology, we analyze the fruit quality information, and we sell them to food enterprise in China. And with this technology, in the future, we allow customers to taste the fruit before even you eat them. Thank you very much.
Nice. Right on the dot. 3 minutes. All right, judges, if you have any questions, please let me know. Noma as well, if you have a question, we're open to these ideas. Ask it away. We have 3 minutes time starting now. Okay, yes, right over there, Raymond.
Hi. Besides fruits, would you be able to apply this to other types of commodities or other types of edible products?
Theoretically, with our technology, any organic matters reacting with near-infrared radiation can be detected. So we are studying fruit because it's easy to develop the product now, but herbs and vegetables is still possible, and we are developing it in the future.
So just a follow-on question then, how about food safety as a broader application? Would you be able to apply this to food safety, which is, I think, a bigger issue for the community?
As I mentioned, other than sweetness, acidity, pesticide is also one of our focus in the existence of pesticides. It's also the focus of our development, and we are expanding. We are looking forward to expand our scope. Theoretically, anything react to organic matters, to infrared radiation, can also be detected by ourselves. So to start out, we focus on the quality information first, because this is what makes us earn money from the enterprise. They care about that, but in the future, we can expand that.
All right. More questions. We have still a minute and a half to go.
Hi, Conrad. I think we met at the Baptist U wedding. So I think I asked last time the question about the technology that can actually apply it on some fruit, but not all, right? Fruit with thick skin, you can get through, right? Pineapple, coconut. Okay.
I have to admit that this is our limitation nowadays. Thick skin is something that we are still studying how to process it. But thin skin fruit is definitely possible. And cherries, grapes, and the blueberries, these are valuable strawberries. These are valuable high-end fruit that we like to invest on.
What about go-to-market strategy? Are you starting to approach the clients in China?
Yes, we have contacted different fruit enterprise. Nowadays, farming is not just run by single farmers. They run by enterprise. So we are contacting them, and we also partner with some distributors in Hong Kong and see how we can go to the market as a team.
Good stuff. We have around 30 seconds. Any more questions? We can slowly throw it out there. Give them a little challenge if they have anything they didn't clarify before. The judges are curious. Oh, there we go. Herbert's got one.
Can I clarify if the product face to the consumer or to the corporate? And if you choose one of them, can you tell me more why?
Okay.
You got 15 seconds to get that done.
This is a B2B product. We sell this technology to the whole supply chain from farm to market. And we do not want to increase the cost bear by the customer. We allow them to increase their profit margin by classifying different types of fruit and sell them to the market.
All right, and that is time. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much. You may take it easy now. You've done your pitch. All good. Fantastic. Now, again, for all my friends over there online watching us on the screen, remember, if you like that, vote yes. Give it a point over there to let us know that you did, in fact, like Crimson Vision Technology. That was a good idea for you, then give them a vote, all right? Let's keep that going to our next team, which is Kamakura Foods, a hot chain bento vending machine for grab-and-go hot packaged meals. Stage is yours. Take it away.
Thank you. I'm Jason from Water Bento, a hot chain bento machine platform to transform food service. Firstly, let me show you a video. The features of our hot chain bento machines are hot, speedy, hygienic, and with our self-owned IPs. Water Bento is not a company selling the vending machine, but a company building an all-in-one platform to help food service companies expand their sales channels using our bento machines. The platform includes the machine, hot chain logistic equipment, license approval support, e-payment solution, and AI system. Particularly about the AI system. The system recognizes customer behavior inside the sales funnel and then analyze it together with our machine inventory and bento popularity. For example, at 1 p.m., our system recognized many customers came, evaluated the menu, but finally did not purchase anything. Why? One possible reason is that the bentos they want have been sold out. Then in future, we can further increase the supply quantity for those bentos. How do we transform the food service? We help F&B companies to expand their sales channel using our bento machine platform. The restaurants of F&B company will serve as a hub to supply the food, and our bento machine will serve as distribution satellite to help them expand the sales channels from the restaurant to the lobbies of office buildings, hospital, and schools. And the cost is just half of food delivery platform. Water Bento's business have been verified by our operations in Hong Kong. Then why am I here today? That's because Water Bento is actively expanding the business in Asia F&B markets. For Japan, the kingdom of vending machine, we have shipped our first vending machine to Tokyo. And the Japan's F&B giant company are highly interested in deploying our machine to automate their food sales process. And for Southeast Asia, we have potential clients, including restaurant chains and convenience store chains, and we have signed LOI with them. Water Bento is here to leverage HKTDC platform to transform the food service in Asia market using our hot chain bento machine platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Kamakura Foods right there. Woo, that was good. Good thing I had lunch, otherwise I'd be in trouble for that. All right, judges, we have 3 minutes time for questions. If you have anything, please raise up your hand and there we go. Raymond's got something.
Hi, just want to know your cost structure here. Based on experience so far, what are the biggest top 5 items of your cost and the percentages?
Very important question, Raymond. Yes, the cost structure is roughly half of the costing of food delivery platform. Usually in Hong Kong, food delivery platform charge around 30% of their cost sales revenue to dispense the ready-to-eat food. And for our case, including the license fee, logistic, and rental, it only charge the F&B company around 15% to dispense the ready-to-eat food. And our advantage is not only the cost. Our advantage is hygiene and also the data insight to provide to the food service company who utilize our products and platform.
Hendrik.
Hi. In fact, I just saw your machine yesterday in Cyberport.
Okay, thank you.
And I was thinking, and what is your pricing strategy? So there is a Starbucks right beside your machine, right? And for a customer, I come to your bento because it's cheaper, or it is more tasty, or what is your selling points if I were a customer?
Yes, thank you, Hendrik, for the insightful question. For the B2C side, our main selling point is not the price. Our main selling point is the speed. Customer can enjoy fresh and hot meal box just within 17 seconds. Just within 17 seconds. And the whole process is fully automated to ensure hygiene of our products. And also, for B2B, the pricing is very important. As I mentioned just now, we just charge half of the cost of food delivery platform.
Right there. Okay, Duncan has got some questions.
Hi, Jason. Can you give us a quick briefing of the team's background?
Oh,
Founding team.
The team's background, a briefing question. Yes, for our teams, I'm the CEO and I graduated and worked in Japan. That's why I have such a passion of bento and vending machine. And for food quality, our co-founder is a Japanese co-founder who was the head chef of City Super, who manufactured and designed and all the recipe and SOP to ensure the food quality so that our B2B customer can have good communication with our company. And for the electronic parts, our technical co-founder is a PhD in electronic engineering from Manchester University in UK, who has 30 years of experience in machine reliability particularly.
All right, there we go. I think we're just out of... You have a last call? No, we're out of time. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
One more time, Kamakura Foods. Everybody, if you enjoyed that and you thought that was the one for me, remember to vote for them online. This is your chance to voice your opinions and let us know, what did you like the most? I think tonight I already know what I'm having for dinner, bento and fruit so far. They're changing my mind about pizza is out of the window completely for me. Okay. Now, we're going to do way more than just food, trust me. I've seen the list, and there's a lot of variety we have to go through today. So moving ahead, let's go on to the next team, team number 3, which is Deep Translate, an AI translation platform specialized in financial and legal domains. Here you go. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Bethany, and I'm a co-founder of Deep Translate. Deep Translate's main product is a specialist AI translation platform. We focus on English to Chinese and Chinese to English translation and on the financial domain. We let users specify their preferred style of translation. This is where we have our innovation. We also offer post-editing assistance. We translate documents such as prospectuses, annual reports, and investment research reports. Wealth management banks like UBS are a huge market for us. Just look at the UBS website, lots of missing English or Chinese translations. The problem is they need fast, accurate, and cost-effective translation. We are fast, accurate, and cost-effective, and providing style control is a unique bonus. Here are a small set of our paying customers, which include a global bank, financial printers, translation houses. We are B2B. Customer feedback has been positive. Customer loyalty has been good. Here are some figures for our market size. 56 billion language service market globally that we are part of. We draw special attention to the private wealth management industry. This is a big and growing segment of the finance industry that can support our growth. We have reached 3.8 million Hong Kong in revenue last year, and this is from subscriptions, per use, and end-to-end jobs. We have lots of scope to increase existing usage from existing customers and from new subscribers. Okay, revenues are growing fast, and we are at sustainable break-even with scalable growth and therefore profits ahead. Our team consists of 3 founders who work full-time in the company. We quit our jobs to do this. Together, we have over 90 years of relevant experience to lead a team of 7 young people in R&D and in sales. Investor funding can help us to move faster. Up to now, we have largely survived on cash from the founding shareholders and from government grants for R&D. We are in our 3rd year at Hong Kong Science Park, and we just got into their 2-year LEAP acceleration program. Here's the summary. I'd be happy to take any questions that you might have.
All right, there you go. Deep Translate.
Can you tell me more about how special is your AI for translation? Any special compared with Google or other competitor who is free?
First is it's trained on financial data, and therefore the accuracy is much higher. So for accuracy for machine translation, there's something known as the blue score metric. And our score out of 100 is in the 70s, whereas Google is in the 40s or 30s.
How about the algorithm? What kind of algorithm you're using? Deep learning or any,
we are
CNN?
using deep learning. We are using deep learning. So our niche is not there, but we have our provisional patent on a style concept. So users can input reference documents that represent style, and we would extract from those reference documents some information that guides the translation in a different way so that it sort of hits at what the user wants more. So it's a different translation for different users depending on their style, and that's not Google.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions from our judges? Raymond, you've got something.
Quick one. Where do you see the competitive landscape in this segment? Are you really comfortable that you are standing out from the crowd?
We are standing out in the Hong Kong EX segment. In other words, documents that are submitted to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, because we trained initially from there. Okay, the competitive landscape is mainly human translators, and we beat them in terms of time, the deadlines being fast, and we're more cost effective in those ways. Now, as far as Google is concerned, our accuracy is more because we have, and we also have, the style to it. There is a competitor in Cyberport, but that is in a slightly different finance domain, and we are ahead of them according to our clients who have tried competing systems.
All right, you said the keyword Cyberport. Hendrik's got something.
Yes, can your algorithm in the future be expanded beyond Chinese and English?
We would like to concentrate on Chinese to English and English to Chinese. Okay. Rather, once we've developed, gotten our client base all in, we'd like to extend our services there to increase the stickiness. And we are looking at, we are talking to collaborators, and in particular along the lines of the regulation, the compliance aspect of it, the natural language processing associated with making it easier for compliance issues. So we're natural language. Chinese
All right,
English.
Thank you so much. Time is up for questions over there. Thank you so much, Deep Translate. That's what it is. Translating stuff. I'd like to translate something. Pang Deep means cheaper. I'm helping with the world already. All right. With that, if you like Deep Translate, that was your style, remember to give them a vote, because we're going to go in at the end and see who got the most votes, who was liked most by everyone else watching in today, tuning into the broadcast live. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, go to the official broadcast page so you can participate in our live polling sessions after every single pitch. Let's move forward to our next team, team number 4, which is Map Hive Technology, a global indoor mapping solution with map architecture, data schema, and map editor. The stage is yours.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ivan. So Maps, our company mission is to make indoor mapping smart and simple. So by using our technology, we can effectively digitize the indoor space and provide indoor maps, indoor positioning, and indoor street view solutions. So what we think is that indoor navigation is basic necessity for smart cities like Hong Kong. However, indoor space is like a 3D maze. People always get lost, particularly for the visually impaired person, wheelchair person, or even the travelers. So traditionally, there's a lot of different solutions try to tackle this problem. However, many of them is hardware-based. So in our technology, we try to, using our technology to take out the hardware out of the solutions. The outcome is that we use a software-based solution to make it very effective and very quickly to develop this indoor building. So the outcome is a very high-quality indoor mapping service that can even support the barrier-free navigations. So our company mission is to make indoor mapping smart and simple. By making it very simple, we we would like to invite different person and different people to participate in indoor mapping together. So by using our technology, all we need, the equipment, all we need is actually just a commercial grade smartphone. So by using the operation, it's very effective. We can quickly digitize the indoor space and provide the indoor mapping service within a very short period of time. So this is one of the recent implementation in the K11 Museum. So you can see the person can automatically identify their current floor and also to provide a 3 to 5 meter accuracy within the indoor space. And all the surrounding areas like the shops, the restaurants, and the toilets, and etc. is nicely presented in a digital directory within your palm. I can guarantee you that you will never get lost again. So let's zoom a little bit. Actually, our beauty is not only focused on single building. We will integrate within the outdoor and to provide a seamless transition between indoor and outdoor. So by using our technology, it's like a Lego. We can actually plug it into other partners' application to provide a wide range of service to provide our customer. One of the major customers is the Blind Union in Hong Kong. We help them to support the blind people to navigate within the Hong Kong city. So nowadays, we already implement over more than 100 buildings. And in the future, we are expanding and looking forward to expand into Asia region. So this is some of the implementation in Japan. We would like to enable this smart building capability in Taiwan, Singapore, and Japan in the Asia region. We would like to make people to be more confident to explore and navigate into buildings.
All right, that is your time. That is time's up for you, which means it's question time. Do we have any questions from the judges so far? Interesting topic. Judges are just digesting what you just said. It's very good. Oh, there we go, Raymond.
What is the hurdle of getting overseas in terms of this particular application?
Okay, so actually, indoor maps is very location-based services. The major hurdle is the local implementations. And also different users have different behavior, actually. So in Hong Kong, actually people will use the smartphone walk around. This is very normal. But in some region, actually, when you use the smartphone, you cannot walk. Like in Japan, there's some regulations to prevent the people to walk and using the smartphone. So in terms of user behavior and in terms of local operation, there's some of the major hurdles that we are facing. How we tackle it is actually we will partner with the local partners. We have some of the partners in the local, and will tell us and the user experience, and also we will have the resources to help us to actually implement into different buildings and shopping malls, etc.
Hendrik, right over there.
Hi, can you tell us a bit about your revenue model and your pricing strategy? Thank you.
Our pricing strategy actually in two parts. One is the digitization. So it's actually in terms of meter square. So it's charging for one time and also for maintenance service for the venue owners. And the other side is subscription based because all our information and our technology is actually packaged in SDK base. So the user is actually subscribing our service as a SaaS model.
All right, Norma's got a question. Norma, let us know what you're curious about.
Yeah, hi. Can you tell us a little bit more about the management team?
Okay, so actually I'm the product director, and we have the management team in Hong Kong, and we have the founder is actually a professor in Hong Kong, and also we have the COO, which is a very experienced industrial consultant that can actually to manage our operation and also the partners' relationships.
Pretty diverse team. We have around just a minute to go. If anybody has any more curious questions you'd like to ask away, we're just under a minute. Judges seem pretty satisfied at the moment. Duncan's curious.
With the 5G infrastructure being built up, do you see more competitors going in with lots more antenna being built indoor?
Yeah, I think for the 5G or the other building, the other technology, we say that we are complement with each other. Because our technology is so low cost, we can actually deploy in a wide range of area. In particularly, addition of technology can enhance the accuracy for particular location. For example, like the 5G or the other hardware-based solution. We can complement each other. We are the foundation to provide a wide range of location service, and add-on can be more accurate for that particular area.
All right, and that is time. 3 minutes of questions done and done. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Good luck with that. That, my friends, was Map Hive Technology, which is time for you to decide, did you like that idea? Do you get lost indoors all the time, or do you have a friend who could use this service? If you think this was good, give them a vote so we know at the end of today's event, who did you like the most? All right, that was Map Hive Technology, and if you liked it, click it, give them that vote, and help support them for a final award. Let's move on to team number 5, which is Trade Monday, a SaaS consumer data platform that helps shopping malls optimize the highest margin portfolio. The stage is yours. 3 minutes. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. We're the Trade Monday team. We are the retail big data startup, and we help shopping malls to build a unique customer experience. So let's see the problem today. In the left-hand side, this is a new restaurant of the shopping mall. However, in the right-hand side, this is the actual shelf experience that the shopping mall customers actually follow. So what's the problem here? The problem here is, do you really understand your customers? So we have the solutions to help shopping mall to build the unique mall experience in Hong Kong. So let's take the dashboard as an example. We collect the consumer footprint data based on their target customers and illustrate in the persona view. And you will see that in the dashboard, and just take the food category as an example. And you will see that this is actually the common interest of the target consumer, like the restaurant and the food influencer. So we sell this insight to our shopping mall customer, how to build the unique tenant mix and the unique marketing experience. Our consumer intelligence has been implemented in China and Hong Kong with this shopping mall, and we consistently monitor over 6 million consumer data now. So how does it work? We fully integrate to the global and the China social media platform, trending site, and the e-commerce platform to collect the consumer footprint data. And use of proprietary machine learning technology, we help the shopping mall to answer 3 top-line strategies. First one, how to build a unique customer experience, how to build a unique trend, and how to build a unique tenant mix. Let's take an example in the Beijing. We implement in the Beijing shopping mall for the tenant mix in strategy. So in the first dashboard, you will see that we additionally recommend over 2,000 potential brands for the shopping mall that will benefit for the pop-up or the tenant. And the second one dashboard, you will see that we will recommend which tenant should be retained and which tenant should be taken out in the next renewed contract. So we target to the GBA market size, and we believe this is huge. It estimates around $77 million, and we believe our competitive edge is huge because we try to implement the global trend data into local and the region. For the go-to-market, we plan to replicate our success of the shopping mall solution in Beijing and Hong Kong to the GBA, which we already is working, and we aim to achieve the $25 million in the top line in 2023. So this is our team. We try to bring the financial model to the retail insight. So finally, this is a roadmap. We are the support incubations, and we are the winner of the ICT Award Big Data in the last year. This year, we are the champion of K11 Shopping Mall Hackathon, and we just it's a winning company of the Road to GBA supported by Support. Thank you.
All right, right on the dot, 3 minutes over there. It is time for questions for Trade Monday. Herbert.
It's so different between China and Hong Kong when you're connecting the data. Mm-hmm. And can you tell me how would you do it? Because there's so difference between the social listening.
Actually, we are not social listening company, so we collect the social data, like the e-commerce data and the training data. But in terms of the use case, we saw it in the Hong Kong and the Beijing, so that we're trying to connect the data within the Hong Kong for the Hong Kong shopping mall, or we try to connect to the China data or global training data to sell the Beijing. Because in China, they're also looking for the global training data. As well as the local data. So that's why we leverage our integrations of the global and the China data source. That's why we can serve in different countries.
But what I mean is that compliance are so different, right? In China, how can you getting the data for customers for the shopping mall?
Actually, we collect the data from the public site. So that we are not local, specific as one consumer data. We use a cluster. So for example, like we can collect the, for example, like the Gen Z data, for example, like in Tmall, so that we are looking for what they purchase in the Tmall in this brand, so that we recommend it for the shopping mall or for the retail brand, so that they can try to see what brand they can introduce to their shopping mall. So that we use this kind of logic to help to build our insight.
So you cannot doing a consumer clustering, as you said in the PPT then, right? Consumer clustering is not possible because it's not to a person.
Not because in a sector, so in a segment, we use clustering to segment the customer segment together and build the insight.
Okay.
All right, 1 minute to go. Any questions from the other judges as well? Anything you'd like to know a bit more clarification on? Judges seem pretty satisfied. Herbert was pretty good with the questions. Let's see. Oh, Raymond's curious.
Just tell us the biggest hurdle you see from getting into outside just Hong Kong and China. Do you plan to do so, and what country would be your priority?
Actually, the Hong Kong and China, we focus on the shopping mall industry that will be the Hong Kong and China. But actually, our company is not just for the shopping mall. We start with our business with the groceries. We start our business in the United States with our business in Turkey. So that we also provide this kind of data for this grocery in the Europe and the US. So for us, this is no limitation. It applies in the shopping mall, grocery, whatever, because every business is targeted to the consumer. So whatever we can know what consumer like and dislike, so that's why we can sell this kind of data to any other industry. But we just start with the shopping mall in the GBA.
All right, that's it. That's 3 minutes. Thank you so much. That was Trade Monday, everybody. Again, just to remind you, if you're watching us from Facebook Live, go to our official broadcast page to join in this polling to let us know, did you like Trade Monday? Was that your thing? Did you just like the name? I like the name. I like to trade Monday with Sunday, but hey, some things you can't have in life, right? But having said that, we've done 5 teams, which means we're still going to keep this going with our 6th team of today, which is Panoptix AI, a smart AI temperature screening system capable of large-scale simultaneous screening. Here you go, 3 minutes.
For large-scale temperature screening and fever suspect tracking. Our systems have been deployed all around Hong Kong, including the Hong Kong International Airport and border control points, now serving as the first line of defense to the city. Our technology has been featured in many news articles, TV interviews, and also showcased in the Hong Kong Science Museum as an innovation to safeguard public health. We are a multidisciplinary team with a strong scientific background, with a great team of young and rising researchers, as well as more experienced veterans in the field. Today, I'm excited to share our latest development. In Q4 of 2021, we will be launching our personalized remote health monitoring solution. Simply by just smiling at the camera, we can detect a variety of vital signs beyond temperature, like heart rate, respiration rate, and more, at an accuracy that's comparable to a medical-grade device. Our software is essentially camera agnostic, which means it's compatible with a variety of consumer-level cameras. We play to our advantage of being a Hong Kong startup and incorporate traditional Chinese medicine facial diagnosis with Western medicine physiological analysis to enable holistic remote health monitoring. Of course, the data can then be used to generate actionable insights and personalized recommendations for yourself, your employees, and your clients. And the market for remote health monitoring is huge and growing at an exponential rate in the Asia-Pacific region. Well, basically, our technology can be applied across many different verticals, including telemedicine and insurance, and we are actually, there we go. And in terms of research and collaborations, we work closely with HKUST, we have trial partners and local organizations, and also have international support since we recently joined the NVIDIA Inception Program and also the Hikvision Technology Partner Program. We will also be moving into Hong Kong Science Park Incubation in July. This is our list of our achievements and awards. Since incorporation in late 2020, We've raised over 3 million Hong Kong dollars from the government, and this is non-dilutive funding from the government and also from competitions. And I just want to end with this, that regardless of your age, gender, or skin tone, Panoptix AI enables you to take control of your health simply with a smile. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was 3 minutes Panoptix AI, which means it's time for questions. Herbert's got some.
How would the lighting, affecting your application, the lighting system or environment?
Yeah, absolutely. Because our technology actually relies on the reflection of subtle light changes from the human skin, which can be captured by the camera. So ideally, we are looking at constant lighting in the environment. But of course, for our own research, we are also looking at the influence of other factors like movement, different, maybe darker lighting. And if really you want to scan your vital signs in a very dark environment, we have a backup plan to actually just use the back camera of the phone and scan your finger.
Right, Duncan over here.
You mentioned telemedicine. Is there any real-life case you've been using the technology on you can share?
At the moment, we haven't launched any real-life cases yet. But by the end of 2021, we have a lot of trial partners that are lined up that we hope to actually trial our solution with.
All right, Raymond over there's got a question.
You mentioned that there's a new application, meaning to be beyond temperature. You can measure other important metrics. How confident are you in those measurements, and do you need a lot of data to calibrate and make sure that they're accurate?
So in terms of data, yes, we do need a lot of data, but the good thing is we have that data. So we work closely with HKUST, and as a part of my PhD thesis, we're collecting a very proprietary and comprehensive data set of remote vital signs monitoring. In terms of confidence, we are validating our technologies with medical grade devices. So you're looking at, we're very confident in it.
All right, we have around a minute and 20 seconds to go. If any of the judges have a question, Hendrik over there is curious.
Can you shed some light on your overseas expansion timetable?
Yeah, so we want to start by focusing in Hong Kong because we also have to go through some regulatory processes, and we all know that's an expensive and long process. But in the meantime, we brand ourselves as a monitoring and a wellness solution, and we can actually start, trialing our solution with different industries like insurance, telemedicine, startups, elderly homes, and so on. So at the moment, we're focusing in Hong Kong, but we expect to scale really quickly to overseas.
We got time for one final question, which 30 seconds left. If you have half a minute, anything that you're just curious, just a little quick thing that you want to know. If not, it seems like the judges are fairly happy with your answers so far. Everyone's curious, and that's it. Hey, thank you so much. That was time.
Thank you.
Panoptix AI, good luck with that. So everybody watching in, if that was an idea you want, think about it. One day you could be doing a selfie, and instead of just taking a photo, it's taking your whole health record into consideration. That's something I would definitely want to play with. So if you like that, remember, go to our polling and give them a vote and say, hey, this was my thing. This was the one that clicked with me. Give them a vote, because at the end of today, we will tally up who got the most number of votes from our audience watching in. Next up, team number 7 is SOCIF, which is a smart passenger information system that shows estimated arrival time and detects seat vacancy. 3 minutes, the stage is yours.
Sure. Hi guys, I'm Jason from SOCIF. So basically, what do we do? So we are a B2B smart transport solution supplier using AI, IoT, and also edge computing. So although we only started business for 2.5 years, we already serve the Hong Kong governments, public transport operators, and different telecoms companies. So we provide various kinds of passenger information system. Like recently, we have engaged and involved in a 65 million Hong Kong dollars government tender to provide the estimated time of arrival service for all the public green minibus in Hong Kong. So we have already served 1.5 million daily passengers. But today, we would like to introduce you our technology breakthrough in terms of the edge computing technology for the mass transport. So nowadays, using AI is very expensive, especially for mass transport deployment. So previously, we have talked to some of the bus or metro operators, and they have mentioned that they need to manage thousands of the vehicles units. So basically, if they, for every single vehicle units, like the bus or metro, if they want to deploy the AI solution on that, say like for passenger counting or driver's monitoring, that would be really expensive for them. But time has changed. SOCIF empowers AI capability for mass transport using NPU edge computing technology. So recently, we have developed our own NPU compression technology so that different AI models can be run on NPU. And we have achieved 70% performance comparable to using GPU. And the cost is only 20% of that using the GPU. So let's say, for example, if you are the bus operator and you are looking for some video-based passenger accounting solution, you just have to install one of our edge computing device on your bus and get it connected to your existing cameras. And then we'll be able to empower AI capabilities and functionalities for you to do the passenger counting solution on bus. So let's say a typical passenger counting solution may cost you around 20,000 Hong Kong dollars per bus. We are able to do it at 5,000 Hong Kong dollars per bus. And we even can support 3 to 4 different AI applications or models at the same time by using the same edge computing device. So this is currently what we are doing with one of the largest bus operators in Japan, having more than 21,000 buses, and we are using our NPU technology to empower the AI to do passenger counting for their bus. So not only our technology can be used in public transport, but also in robotics, autonomous driving, or even drones. So this is our team. In 2 years' time, we have grown to a 12 employees startup teams. And last year, we have achieved 2.5 million revenue sales. And this year, we are hitting the target of $7 million. So let's join SOCIF to empower AI in mobility. Thank you.
All right, that was SOCIF, everybody, which means it's Q&A time. We got 3 minutes to do this. Let's see if the judges have any questions so far. Raymond's got one.
Talk a bit more about the team's background.
Sure. So basically, we are a young team, and the average age is around only like 24 to 25 years old. In fact, I'm the oldest one already. And basically, among 12 of us, 90% of our employees, they're from technical backgrounds. So they study like computer engineering, computer science, etc. And yeah, and within our team, we also divide it into like an R&D team, which is doing who are doing their R&D in like AI part, and another team is more on like the software development and system development part. So basically, if you talk about in terms of academic background, all of us are bachelor. Yes.
Right, Hendrik over there.
Yes, hi. You mentioned you have cost efficiency, like $5,000. You can have the equipment installed. What about the accuracy, the benefit side, the precision? I mean, if there's a lot of people on the bus, is the counting very precise?
So basically, when it comes to the accuracy, it is more on the solution or application level. For example, like different AI suppliers, they may contribute different AI models, for example, like to count the people. So maybe company A, their AI model to do the passenger counting, they are 90%. Maybe supplier B, their AI model is more like 85% accuracy. So basically, when we talk about our edge computing products, we are not talking about the accuracy for the passenger detection AI model part, but instead we talk about how do we compress the AI model so that both of them, the AI models can run on our NPU so that they don't have to use GPU. So they don't have to spend like 10,000 or 20,000 Hong Kong dollars just to use the GPU edge computing technology, let's say from NVIDIA, but they can use the NPU edge computing technology from us. But the cost is only 2,000 to 4,000 Hong Kong dollars.
All right, we got 1 minute left for any questions. Anyone who's taken a bus before without a seat would definitely appreciate this. If any of the judges have, all right, Duncan over there's got a question.
I think the competing supplier that actually provide the sensor or the camera at the station instead of inside the fleets, right? How do you compare that, and in terms of privacy, which is a better solution?
Sure. Actually, we did work with some of the bus operators or metro operators in Hong Kong. And at the very beginning, we actually provide some privacy-friendly solution. Let's say using LiDAR, thermal, radar, this kind of sensor for them to detect, no matter it's on the platform or inside the vehicles. But when it comes to the real deployment, they're very concerned about the cost. So that's why maybe for one bus, it may cost them like 20,000 Hong Kong dollars to deploy a privacy-friendly solution. But when they look into, there's another solution, they can do it the same way, but but the cost is only like $5,000. So maybe they will also like have some switch between the solutions.
All right, well, there we go. That is time. That's 3 minutes. And thanks so much. That was SOCIF, everybody. Good luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Again, anybody else who's watching this today and you want to say, hey, I really like that, this is your time to give us a vote for our online polling. Remember, at the end of today, we're going to have an award for the one who gets the most number of votes. My most favorite startup award will go to that person. So if you like SOCIF, you think, I would definitely love to make sure I get a seat on a bus, then hey, this might be your choice. And that means we're over to team number 8, the 8th team of today, which is Kinshon Information Technology Hong Kong, a data-driven intelligent logistics technology platform in Asia that provides last-mile delivery solutions. 3 minutes, go.
Hi, everybody. I'm KK, CEO and co-founder of SEEK. SEEK is a smart logistics company in Hong Kong and South Asia, and maybe some more background. 2017, we incorporated in Hong Kong, and we launched SEEK in 2019, and Shunfeng Express invested on us. And 2020, we already be the leader position in Hong Kong for the 2B model. 2020, we closed around $10 million to expand to South Asia, and now we are positioning ourselves as a quick commerce solutions. And you can see the right-hand side is our footprint. We already go to the different South Asian market. Vietnam market, we are serving Circle K, Pizza Hut, Malaysia, Thailand. You can see Singapore, and we target to launch our Taiwan market in Q3, and we target to go to another South Asia within 1 year. And you can see that we are using the smart logistics. We are light asset. That means we didn't own any vehicles, riders. We make use of the big data, how to do the routing, stacking orders, make sure that we have the positive GP. It should be very practical to use the data. And we have 3+1 service, starting from the left-hand side, instant delivery. In Hong Kong, we are serving McDonald's, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, even HKTDC Express, just launched the service. And you can see the point-to-point, 1 to 4 hours. City Super, Uni, Hong Kong, actually you are using us. Seat-to-door, maybe you can buy the sport items like the Decathlon, actually using us. We are serving the same day and next day. And the right-hand side, it should be the big differentiations with the local, maybe logistics company, we providing SaaS. That means if you have own vehicles, you have own e-channel, but you need the software to manage your fleet, we can provide. Now, Circle K Vietnam, Money Group in China, actually they're using us to manage them over 10,000 orders per day, and even manage 2,000 riders per day. Actually, they're using us. You can see our clients starting from the left-hand side, F&B, grocery, retail, and even hotel, and something like the healthcare and clinic. Actually, they're using us. Even there's some platform, HKTV Mall, Uber Eats, Deliveroo, YQ, and OpenRice is using us. And even the traditional logistics company, Shunfeng, Carry, YTO is using us. Because we are doing the instant quick commerce and even how to make use of the crowdsourcing resources to do the last mile. And according to the revenue, you can see that last year during the COVID-19, actually,
right,
we held the business.
That is time. That's
Sorry.
3 minutes. Time flies real quick when you're having a good time. But that's 3 minutes, everybody. Time is up, which means we go straight into Q&A time. Judges, if you have any questions about this, please ask away. This is your chance. 3 minutes again. Everybody sitting at home, remember, think about it. Get your polling state ready. Now, Raymond over here has got a question.
Okay, I guess one of the key measurement success is how to handle the complaints from customers and satisfy the demands. So how do you manage and monitor the performance of these riders?
Actually, every rider has an app to manage their SLA, the routing, and even how to meet the, we have, for example, we have the tracking log for them, how many minutes they need to fulfill one orders. And even the customer complain to the riders, they will do something like to submit their comment or rating to us, and we can rate the rider. Next time, the rider may be lower rating. It should be the crowdsourcing, the spirit of the crowdsourcing, make use of the performance to rate and to give them orders.
All right, any more questions? We still have a good 2 minutes to go. If anybody's curious about anything, please raise your hand and I will let you ask away. Delivery is very important nowadays. People want to make sure they get their stuff without having to run around town. It's always safe. It's a good technology you have. The judges seem pretty satisfied today. You explained pretty well. That's very good. That's a good sign in its own way. So I'm going to say that everyone is question-free, which means thank you so much again. That is your time. I believe the judges are satisfied as well. So thank you so much. I think we're good to go.
Maybe I can. I have 1 minute. Can I supplement now?
I will give you 20 seconds.
Okay. We are actually helping the customer, the merchants, to build their O2O, and we hope we can be the unicorn in the futures, which can help the merchants go to the online. This is digital transformation. Hope you can see in the futures in sufficient.
Perfect. Perfect timing. That was 20 seconds right there. Good luck with that. Thank you so much again. Everybody, that was it. That was Kinshon Information Technology Hong Kong. If you like that, remember, if you're watching us on Facebook Live right now, you're missing out because you want to join us on our official broadcast page where you can submit your live Q&As and also join in on the polling. If you like this one, this is your time to give them a vote because at the end of today, we will be selecting the most voted team from the audience watching us in tune today in this live broadcast. Moving ahead, we've already done 8 teams. Moving on to team number 9. This is Data AI, an AI solution that connects in-store video cameras for insightful retail data analytics. 3 minutes, good luck.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Patrick from Data. Today, I would like to walk you through what's happening in the retail sector. So currently, under the pandemic, everybody is talking about online retail, e-commerce. But in fact, when we look into the data, more than 80% of the data, more than 80% of the retail value is still accounting on the offline brick-and-mortar stores sector. And on the other hand, when we look into other data set, well, retail sector is catching really fast. They're spending a lot of money in the data analytics solution. And especially in the Southeast Asian market, they're growing around 20% every year in this market. However, when we look into the retail reality, on the online perspective, we have a lot of good tools. But in the offline sectors, some of the retailers are still relying on manual counter to do people traffic management. Some of them are more advanced, but they have to base on hardware sensors that takes you a lot of time to install and to integrate. So that's why our team, we have decided to develop our product, an AI cloud video analytic platform, Cyclops. That all it takes is three simple steps to help you to connect your stores to an intelligence platform. So first off, you need to connect any surveillance camera inside your store. So we do not require you to install any additional cameras. And after that, the camera's feed will be connected to our cloud server, where our proprietary AI model will be processing them to help you to analyze how your customer behave in your sectors. And after that, we will be having our real-time dashboard and business intelligence report to give you the business insight and recommendation to help you do better businesses. So to support this platform, we have 3 major technology pillars. First off, we have Kubernetes that allow us to help to build a very stable, while also an auto-scalable platform. Meanwhile, we have TRS, a very new technology that helps us to fully utilize the GPU resources. And last but not least, our proprietary AI patent pending model, CRNN, help us to increase our AI accuracy as well. So in short, with all these capability, it helps us to offer our solution in a monthly subscription basis, apart from our competitors, where they need you to pay upfront costs and do all the installation. All we need to do is pay a few $100, and you can enjoy all the data from a retail source. And currently, we have been serving retail sectors as well as the shopping mall sectors in Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Australia. And in the future, we are also expecting to serve more people, including smart city sectors, as well as other travel retail sectors. So the credit has to be to the team. I'm very happy to found this company with 2 of my co-founders, Eugene and Alex, 3 years ago. And we have also been very honored to be awarded as the Forbes 30 Under 30 this year. And also credits to my team's fellows. We are a very diverse team. We have a team background from Korea, from India, from the States, from Taiwan. Of course, we have also a team of very passionate Hong Kong engineers. And we also have a very experienced head of business development inside our company. He has more than 30 years in the retail sector to help us to boost our businesses. So this is the end of my section.
Time is up. Perfect for questions. Okay, so judges, this is your chance. Raymond has the first one to go.
Based on your experience and feedback from your retailers, what are the most beneficial aspects that they derive from your analytics reports? And what are, on the other hand, the additional information that they did not see, but they want from you, but you cannot provide now, which you have to do more to provide, and if so, what are those?
Okay, so first off, I would say there's two major points that we offer to our customers. First off is that we help them to identify a problem. For instance, there's a client for us, they have been doing a very bad sales, but they have no idea, is it because of low traffic, or is it because the product is not selling well? So with the data, it's very simple. We directly see that, okay, there's no traffic, or in other words, there's a lot of traffic, then we correlate the problem, and we can find out and correlate a solution for that. The second aspect is we sometimes help them to spot those that they probably have not spotted before. For instance, we can also measure the people flow outside the store. So we can help them to understand whenever they are in a good spots, whenever other third-party, variables, for example, weather, festivals also affects their store performance. So these variables have been helping them to better predict their trend in the future as well. In terms of what they want to see in the future, I guess they probably want to look into more about their product. So currently what we can do is we can evaluate whether your visitors is engaging within the zone. So we can, by measuring their velocity, we know that did they stop there, did they engage, but we cannot do as precise as did they engage with the product, did they pick it up, did they play around with it. We cannot do it yet, but with the advance of the AI technology, we are building a lot of recognition model to try to recognize the movement as well. So in the future, we hope that we can also analyze that so that we have more data referring to the product side to our customers.
All right, we got just above a minute to go. Do we have any more questions from our judges? Just putting some notes down. Some of you said was definitely interesting to them. Let's see, we got 1 minute, guys, judges. Looking over there, Hendrik.
Can you give us a sense of your revenue scale?
Sure. So we are doing around a few $100 US per month on our customers, and we have around almost close to 1,000 cameras on board on our platform right now. And in this year, we're targeting around $1 million US annual recurring revenue.
All right, last 30 seconds, half a minute to go. Duncan.
And you said you don't have to ask the customer to convert their infrastructure, right? The surveillance camera. But some of these are really old age, right? Built in the 80s and stuff. Would that still work with your software?
Well, it depends. We usually talk to our clients that if you have more advanced cameras, the accuracy is better. But we also work on relatively low accuracy, say 480p cameras resolution. So we're handling around 90% plus cameras in the market, especially in the Southeast Asia market. That probably the devices are a little bit more old-aged, but we can still handle that at ease.
All right, and that is time. 3 minutes of questions done and done. Okay, everyone, so that was Data AI team number 9 so far in our session today. And if you like that, remember, log into our official broadcast page and give them a vote, because my most favorite startup award will be happening at the end of today, and it all counts down to what you like the most, giving them the most number of votes, which means they have a higher chance of winning that prize. So again, if you like Data AI, give them that vote and let it happen. Moving on to team number 10. This is Benefit Vantage, a patented mobile authentication solution via IP address in partnership with telecom operators globally. 3 minutes is yours.
Hello, it's a great pleasure to share this stage with another amazing finalist. I'm Alexandra, Marketing Director of IPification, company that revolutionized the way we authenticate our mobile devices. You may be aware of the problems with SMS one-time codes. They don't always arrive, they interrupt our user experience, but most importantly, they're very insecure. They're vulnerable to SIM swap attacks and other cybersecurity loopholes because they have never been intended to serve these purposes. Good news is that there is an alternative solution already commercialized in the market. It is called IPification. We started with healthy revenues in 2020, but more growth and exposure is expected to come very soon. You may like to ask me how we forecasted such an exponential growth in such a short period of time. First of all, we based our forecast on a solid footprint of network operators. To date, we partner with 33 telcos in 18 markets covering more than 500 million mobile users. And about 50 telcos are in our pipeline and expected to go live within the year. The second thing is that we managed to turn our competitors into our partners, and we established collaboration with already entrenched market players such as Sinch, Boku, GBG, and so on. So we enable our seamless authentication technology in their services, in their applications, and we help them serve their mobile users' authentication needs. Finally, IPification is a genuinely unique technology where a super strong possession factor verification, which is based on 3 main network parameters, which are phone number, SIM card number, and the device number. the authentication happens seamlessly at the background in a single tap and is based on user IP addresses. So here you can see a video how it works. So all you need to do is you open the app you want to use. You will need to type in your phone number and click the verify button. The authentication happens seamlessly at the background. You don't need to wait for SMS or voice call with the code. And like in a second, in a single tap, you will get access to the app and you can use its services. So we are sure that IPification will become a norm very soon. We have already received recognition in the market because we do not ask our end users to compromise on security, privacy, and user experience. We enable all three at a very high level at the same time. We have received several very reputable awards in the sector. IPification is a great team of experts, international team, and we all share the vision that next generation of mobile authentication must be frictionless, it must be super secure, and it must protect user data and privacy. So I hope that you share this vision with us. Thanks a lot for your attention, and I look forward to your questions.
Right there, that was Benefit Vantage, everybody. Looking into the future. This is 3 minutes of question time. Judge, is Raymond over there?
Hi, could you elaborate on your current cash flow situation and your runway, et cetera, going forward?
So how it works, like we have a very easy and transparent business model. So we sign agreements directly with our service providers, with app developers, and they pay us authentication fees, and we share the part of it with our telco partners. Or alternatively, our telco partners will sign agreement with the existing customers, and then they collect the revenues and share the part of them with us. So this is how it works, and our business model works on subscription basis or per authentication basis. So it's very flexible, and in terms of cash flows, like yes, as I already said, that last year we started with healthy revenues. This year we expect to multiply it by 5 times.
Right. So what is your cash burn?
Sorry?
Your cash burn at the moment, your deficit on your cash position, let's say 2020.
Yeah, okay, I mean that, like, yes, we're currently expecting some additional investments to come to us because, like, yes, we're a team that needs to expand and grow further. So we want to grow and scale our business. So that, like, yes, we're waiting for additional investments. Does it answer your question?
You're looking at the financial burden, right? You were saying?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what is the amount of cash deficit, put it this way, that you experienced this past year? You have revenue of 2.3. What is your total cost?
The total cost. Okay, I would say that the burnout was around $4 million. So, like, yes, we're still expecting to break through in the next years.
All right, 1 minute left, everybody. 1 minute of questions. If any of the judges are curious about anything, this is your chance to ask. Benefit Advantage over here. Judges are looking at their notes. All right, Herbert over there.
Do you come across with some global compliance problem while your service rolling out to Europe and China, or where else when they have a different compliance rules for your solution?
I got the point. So actually, we do not collect any personal information because, like, yes, we respect the privacy of our users. All the 3 parameters, like the phone number, SIM card number, and the device number, when it comes to our GMID box technology, they are hashed, so there is no issue with privacy. So, like, yes, when we come to markets in Europe or Southeast Asia, like, yes, our technology fulfills all the security and compliance requirements.
I'm not quite sure, but would you go to China?
Yes, we consider going to China.
But did you get any, green light for that? Getting all this data together into a centralized area in IPification?
Quick 10-second answer for that one regarding China.
No, I mean, like, we do not collect any information. It's like, yes, we are in negotiating with Chinese telcos. So, like, yes,
But when you verifying your information, you already have the data transfer.
Yes, but this data is collected by a service provider. So we just help to verify that the user is using the same SIM card and the device.
So the data is transferring to your premises.
No, it is going through the telco. So the telco in this particular country will do all the verification.
But if the telco fail, you fail as well, right?
I mean, it's like, it's impossible.
There's a problem with the telco.
Those are the real questions we have to ask today. Well, thank you so much, Herbert. That is 3 minutes of time.
Okay,
well done, Benefit Vantage over there. So that is it. We're going to, you know what, take a little break now because we've been going through 10 different teams, 10 great ideas. Definitely creative over there. Some of them are very different, some of them very innovative, and this is why it's important that we kind of just stay tuned and see what's going on today. So coming back to this, I want to say we all deserve a break, I feel, right? We've been really focused and listening in and questioning and curious about everything. I think we deserve a break, so why don't you, if you're sitting at home, it's time to get up, stretch a little bit, just loosen up the muscles. It's healthier that way. And of course, don't forget to vote for my most favorite startup award. That is your chance. Remember, if you like the team, give them a vote, because that means a lot to them as well. So let's shift gears a bit, all right? Because today we have two 2020 winners joining us, so I'd like to invite them on stage. So please have Justin from Gens Technologies and Roy from Return Helper. Everybody, these two guys, they were the winners last year. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Yes? There, we got a live audience supporting you guys. Please, take a seat. Don't be so shy. Don't be so formal. Let's enjoy this as well. So first of all, it is very good to see both of you here today. And last year, if you tuned in, you would know that I asked you a lot of weird questions at the end while we were waiting for the judges to give you the results. But now, I'm going to be very normal. All right? Simple questions. Simply, I'm going to ask you, how did you celebrate after winning last year, Justin? Like, what did you do?
Yeah, I'm sure I won't be off to a good start. As an inspiration there, we just go back to work.
Well, celebration, if you love what you do, that's a way to celebrate, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a great afternoon well spent because we see a lot of startups, it's a lot of inspiration there.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's a long time as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Roy? What did you do?
Same here. Yeah, actually, on that day, I wanted to buy you a drink, but you were just too busy, so didn't get the chance.
I don't give the points, so that was unnecessary, really. Okay, so simple celebration, going back to work, just being happy that you were here and something good came out of it as well, right? So next thing, I mean, were there any exciting achievements you had, from the startups? And, for example, like, has your startup made any really exciting advancements that you can share with us? Justin, anything's changed?
Yeah, sure. I guess one of the things that we can focus on is how TDC helped us on this journey as well. Because obviously, us being here, we do have quite a lot to share. But at the same time, it would be good to highlight some of those things as well. So on the product side, obviously, we have launched a product out. We have been working with the government on some COVID monitoring, because we do medical imaging monitoring. And we have a couple of units out, 100 actually. Team size, we've doubled, tripled. Our next product's already in pipeline. We're going through FDA, so that's pretty exciting as well.
That's very good.
And yeah, we have generated 20, 30 leads last year with TDC's help.
Yeah.
I can share a bit more later.
Fantastic. I mean, that already tells you that's what Startup Express is all about, right? Basically leveraging you from just a contestant all the way to what can we do for you, how can we work together, and just seeing where you can go, expanding on your potential. What about you, Roy? Did any big things you want to share with us last year?
Yeah, sure. I'm just so jealous of Justin. I have a good improvement in the past 12 months. Yeah, but same here. Yeah, over the past 12 months, our revenue actually grew 4x. And then our number of clients also double, and our team size, we have a team of 20 people for now. So actually 3x. So we actually had, last year is a good year for us.
I can tell you've been looking at your data so much. You said we've improved, like multiplied by 4x instead of 4 times. I love it. Like we're so into our work, like 4x, simplify, efficient speaking, right?
Yeah. Am I? Huh?
Exactly. That's the way to do it, of course. But I mean, like a lot of achievements. I mean, last year has been, wild ride for everybody as well. Who would have thought what happened? But then again, it's also a good way to challenge you to be really innovative. I mean, have you, after winning Startup Express last year, what was the most impactful help you got from HKTDC? You both mentioned that they supported you, but did one of them stand out a lot that you were like, wow, thanks, that really helped us during these times?
Sure. Yeah, one of the things that was really interesting for us was not what we were expecting as well. It's a lot of lead generation. Out of that 20, 30 leads, around half of those or even more was from TDC. So it was via trade shows, it was via even physical events, data towards the end of the COVID. Well, it's not the end yet, hopefully.
Yeah.
Soon. And it's all over the world as well. It was in US, Canada, Europe. We even have people from Africa trying to buy the device from us. So in that sense, it was very, very, very good. Obviously, mentorships was really helpful as well. Insights, those closed door gatherings are very important. Yeah, I'll start with those. And then,
yeah, sure. Roy, something similar as well to Justin?
Yeah, same. I also get lots of help from HKTDC. Basically, whenever I have any problem, I need any help, I just go to HKTDC, and they always have a solution for me. We actually expanding to other regions, Singapore, China, and then Taiwan, with the help of the global network of HKTDC. Basically, as a startup, when you want to expand overseas, that would be a challenge. You don't have the connection, you need local partners, and that is exactly something that HKTDC, they have the right resources, and they can help you out.
I mean, there's no loss, right? Justin, you were going to say something?
Yeah, no, I was going to supplement on that, because the external network is something very, very important as well, because when you compare this with normal competitions, where you win, you get a bit of money, obviously it's nice, but that's it. It's not really the point with TDC with this. It's an ongoing support, and then if one way doesn't work, like trade shows, everyone was adapting to virtual trade shows, and if it's not the best way for you to go, some I heard was very, very good, but if it's not the way to go, you have T-Box, you have physical events, you have direct contacts that they can liaise you with. People inside the government could help you with as well. So it's a very, very long-term sort of partnerships that you get from a competition like this.
I suppose, with HKTDC, it's such a well-established organization that they've got the connections already sorted out. And I think it's also they enjoy seeing, different startups grow with them. It's really because then it encourages new startups like, come join us. We're trying to make you grow and improve as well, which is very encouraging to see both of you. We saw 10 teams just now coming up here sharing the best idea that they had. But then let me ask you, now I'm going to start twisting. And now that I've done the normal part, I want to go to my style of questions. Like, where is your award right now? Do you have like a sign that you post up anywhere? Is it in the back of the corner of your cupboard? Where is that certificate or whatever memory that you have of winning this award? Where is it right now?
In terms of the physical award?
Yeah.
I think it was a cardboard, right? A very big one.
Yeah.
It's still in our office.
It's
put
there
it
in the
into good
office.
use.
Yeah, exactly. You want to definitely have it as a remember. This is a big milestone. We want more of these as well. Roy, do you remember?
I actually bring it over today. That's a joke. I actually keep it in our office.
Okay, I was worried you carried it everywhere. Like, just FYI, people, I was the winner, just in case. It's like a name card. It's true, right? People give a small name card. You give a whole phone board. That's pretty interesting as well, right? But then, okay, so coming back to other stuff, like after winning this, did it change the dynamics of your company? Did you say, oh, you know what, we're at a certain level now. It's time we rethink our strategy now that we're playing the bigger league? Would you say that had a big impact? Or were you just it was more like they were just there to supplement you? Or did you say, you know what, it's time we change our strategy completely? Justin, did you change a lot?
It certainly forced a perspective on us. So before, because we're being an R&D company, we're mostly focused on technical things. And having TDC in, suddenly we have a lot of latent interest, people are trying to buy from us. So that in itself, the perspective changes a lot. So from that general perspective side, it's a lot of new, interesting insights, different markets that we can think about. It's certainly an eye-changing experience.
Fair enough. What about yourself, Roy?
Well, actually, we have been doing fundraising actively, and then, but in face of COVID, actually, traveling is limited. But last year, actually, HKTDC organized an event. They invite lots of top investors from GBA. And so with one single event, basically we access to lots of investors. So that opened up a lot of investing opportunities and then fundraising opportunity for us. So that actually helped a lot. And without that, actually we want to put the fundraising process on hold, but with the help of HKTDC, yes, we are currently still doing fundraising, yeah.
Okay, so very good motivation and encouragement to keep going. Don't stop. All right. Well, Calvin gave us some ideas earlier today, just saying just enjoy yourself on stage. As past winners, one quick tip you want to share with all our competitors today? Any little quick tip? You just want to say one little tip, hey, just do this, it'll work.
I thought you would go first.
Right, okay. No, I need a bit of time.
The tip is you go first, okay?
So just be confident, relax.
Just be confident, relax. That's good enough. Roy, anything?
Let's enjoy, yeah.
Just enjoy as well. Well, thank you so much. That was Justin and Roy as well. Good luck with everything. It was a pleasure talking to you all, and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the whole event. Thank you. All right, there we go, everyone. Oh, That was refreshing as well. It's always good to hear from our past winners to see where they were, where they are, how did HKTDC support them, what did it do, how did it change everything they did, and that's what it's all about. The Startup Express is basically here to leverage your idea, to take it from basically a great idea to a really great idea. That's what the game is all about. And having said that, I think it's time we get the inspiration to continue flowing, right? I think it's good that we just continue on with today, which is why I want to remind you again, while you're tuning in, go to our official broadcast page because you get to put in your vote for the most favorite startup award later on at the end of the whole event. So remember, join us on our official broadcast page so you can cast your vote. Moving ahead, let's go into part 2 of today's event, bringing us to the Team 11 who is coming on stage, which is Claire Clinical AI Research, which is a medical AI knee osteoarthritis KOA triage system to facilitate personalized treatment protocols. There you go, 3 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, I'm Justin from Claire. And you may have met with somebody with knee pain, and that could highly possibly be knee osteoarthritis or knee OA in short. And actually, it causes knee pain and affects the knee disability. And then in Hong Kong, there's around 10% of the population suffering from this disease, and the number is still rapidly growing. In Hong Kong, so basically in knee OA, there's actually a golden period in which the progression of the disease can still be reversible. But when you miss this golden opportunity, the disease is irreversible. So basically, nowadays still in Hong Kong, the patients is being diagnosed at a very late stage. It's because the doctors nowadays still cannot perform a very accurate early diagnosis and prognosis for the disease. And basically, the knee OA patients have to receive a very expensive knee replacement surgery, which costs around 400,000 Hong Kong dollars per case. And there's also a lack of patient self-management during the waiting period and after discharge. So inevitably leading to a very poor treatment outcome and a loss of around 1.4 billion Hong Kong dollars per year by the government. So here we present an AI solution that can perform knee OA early diagnosis and prognosis, as well as a mobile application for patient self-management. So basically, the doctors just have to enter designated clinical data in our AI, which will predict the future onset risk of that patient. And the patient will also be recommended to use our mobile application to perform the patient self-management. Basically, our mobile application provides very personalized health education coupled with continuous monitoring. And the health data of the patients will also be passed to the doctors for follow-up remotely. So our solution provides early detection of knee OA, and then hence it increased the treatment outcome. It enhanced the treatment outcome as well as reducing the clinical expenditure for up to 1.4 billion Hong Kong dollars per year. Our team consists of professors and AI and biomedical engineers, as well as clinical practitioners, and a very professional business and design team. In 1 year of establishment, we have already won a number of innovation awards to demonstrate our commercial viability. And then we have also establishing the connections with the clinical partners, academic, and industrial partners. So in the future, we would like to further expand our connections with the insurance company and also expand our service to other musculoskeletal diseases. Thank you very much.
All right, there we go. That was Claire Clinical AI Research, which means it's time for questions. Duncan's got the first one.
Hi, Justin. You mentioned hospital authorities or client.
Yeah.
How many hospital or clinics are you in?
Okay, so basically we are still in the prototyping stage, but then we have already established strategic partnership with the Premier Hospital as well as the University of Hong Kong, so that we'll perform the clinical trial in next year. And
do you have your own app to have the patients to monitor the conditions?
Yes, definitely.
And have you ever considered? Have you talked to hospital authority to embed that into the HA Go, which is already out?
Oh, yeah. So basically, we are actually connecting with different clinical practitioners already, and then they are very excited about our innovation. But we still have to consider how we can exactly fit our solutions into the HA's normal workflow. So as you mentioned, the HA Go app may have some inconsistency with the other apps. But then we know that HK is actually providing many different opportunities nowadays to collaborate with the startups for newer innovations. So I think this is not a problem.
Very great. What about in the private clinic area? How many are they using your technology?
Yeah, so basically this is just an oversimplification of our model. So the AI can actually be divided into several different parts, including community, primary, and secondary healthcare. So in the private clinics, we'll also provide a more holistic analysis for them to enhance their customer experience as well.
All right, we still have a minute and a half to go. Judges, yes, Raymond over there.
Okay. Can you share more about your revenue model? How do you intend to increase them?
Yeah.
And limitations, for example, on your growth potential, like data set availability, etc.
Okay, so basically we have secured 2 large US data sets by our university. And but we also noticed that because this is from the US population, so we're also collaborating with the Queen Mary Hospital. So they are providing us a very unique Hong Kong population data sets to enhance our adaptability of the AI to the local population. So consider the revenue model will charge our collaboration partners by a subscription fee on our AI solution. So basically for the mobile app, and for the first few years, it will be free for the patients to enhance our customer network. So later we'll also try to collaborate with the insurance company to provide them with a solution that can enhance their pricing models and the risk assessment tools as an insurtech.
All right, time is up right over there. 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Claire Clinical AI Research, good luck with that. Thank you so much. You may take it easy now. Again, everybody else who's watching us, did you like that? I think you did. If you did, then make sure you can give them a vote so that they can get an award at the end of the event as well. If you didn't like it so much, don't worry. We got a lot more to go. That was only team number 11. Okay, so moving on to team number 12. It's Breer. It's a food upcycling startup that brews beer with surplus bread to reduce food waste. Here you go.
With COVID-19, markets are severely affected. Simultaneously, food wastage is rising due to a lack in sales. Introducing Breer, where we use unsold, uneaten bread to brew craft beer in Hong Kong. Now, to give you a bit of context about the problem, Hong Kong wastes 3,600 tons of food every day, half of which is leftover bread. Simultaneously, the city consumes 30+ billion liters of beer, and a market which is valued at $1.2 billion US. Our company targets millennials aged between 18 to 34 who have a drive for sustainability, and in fact, 93% of our survey respondents have shown willingness to try our bread beer. Our value proposition is our uniquely vertically integrated model that fills market gaps and uses a proprietary knowledge of replacing barley with the surplus bread while brewing of beer. Simultaneously, we also end up contributing to the United Nations SDGs 12, especially 12.3. So we started off by doing home brews and conducting pop-up booths, and launched Responsibly, our pilot. Iterating on the recipe further, we developed Ale 5-2 and Sensation, 2 beers brewed with exotic breads. We also went into a special partnership with Pizza Hut and brewed a beer made with pizza crust, and that is actually going to be hitting Pizza Hut stores in about 2 months' time. So over the past few months, we've been able to sell 1,500 bottles of beer over different pop-up booths and various channels, and are currently live in 5 outlets across the city. We also have a very unique experience which is on our bottles. That is a unique QR code that extends the customer experience beyond the obvious drink and gives people information about the sustainability indexes that they are contributing to. We also have various quality checks in place that is making sure that all e-chemicals and bacteria are killed due to the high brewing temperatures. Our mobile application facilitates real-time communication between all our various stakeholders, which makes sure that there is a seamless supply chain. In terms of competition, we stand out on the attributes of affordability and social innovation. And we combat the barrier of entry of high capital investment by mitigating that with contract brewing. Now, our business model involves commissioning expert brewers to brew the beer, Currently, our cost is about $15, and we charge a 30% gross profit margin and retail our bottles at 20 Hong Kong dollars, anticipating a revenue of 3 million in our first year. Eventually, economies of scale will kick in and reduce our per unit bottle costs. We aim to be able to use the capacity building workshops and the power meetups by Startup Express to be able to form deeper relationships within the Hong Kong nexus. This is just a glimpse of the social impact that we aim to be making, saving bread, landfill space, CO2 emissions, etc. Our team represents different disciplines and interests, and we are passionate undergraduate students coming from engineering, management, marketing, as well as economics. And we have been supported by media worldwide. This is just a conclusion slide. We are here to make beer that saves the world, does good, and tastes better. Cheers.
All right, time is up. 3 minutes. Fantastic idea over there. Now let's see if the judges liked it with any questions. Let's look at the judges. Oh, they're definitely contemplating. You said the keyword. All right, Raymond.
At $20 a bottle, how do you market your beer versus the existing competitors in the market?
100%. So thank you so much for your question. So we position ourselves in between what is the commercial beers which are available in Hong Kong, as well as the craft beers that are available in Hong Kong. So craft breweries have picked up a lot. Over about 40 craft breweries have opened up in the past 7 years. And they are pricing themselves about 25 to 30 retail at say, restaurants or even supermarkets for that matter. So our 20 Hong Kong dollars is a B2B pricing for bottle shops as well as bars and restaurants per can. So we aim to be able to launch our e-commerce website by the end of a month or so, where we will be able to retail directly to customers that might be at a higher price point, about 30, but this 20 Hong Kong dollars is definitely a B2B. So the key in terms of marketing is definitely highlighting the fact that this is a sustainable beer, but it's also a beer which is standalone, an amazing product as well. Hence the tagline, does good, tastes better.
Nice. Hendrik over there has got a question.
Yes, nice to see your team again. I think I have tasted your beer before from another competition. And I'd like to ask you, since you collect different breads to do the fermentation, right? How do you do the quality control and make sure the taste tastes right? Because you have different sorts of bread, right?
Yes, thank you so much for the question, Hendrik. So starting in the beginning, we definitely did make the mistake or experimented with collecting different kinds of breads and tailoring different products according to the taste profile of that bread. But that wasn't sustainable because we were experimenting with different kinds of bakery partners as well, which is why now we've simplified the entire process and we've developed recipe to be able to cater to more common types of breads. So now our flagship product is actually a pale ale, which is made from white bread. So in terms of quality control, we definitely have a lot of processes in check. One, the surface bacteria and E chemicals in the bread are actually killed during the high brewing temperatures because we take it up to about 120 degrees Celsius. And on the other hand, we also conduct special laboratory testing on every batch of beer that comes out, even though that is not at all mandated by the government or regulatory. So there are a few quality compliances that we have sort of kept in check ourselves. Yeah.
All right, we got half a minute left. If anybody's curious about anything, this is your chance to ask away. Around looking at the judges, looking at all the slides, looking at information, they seem pretty satisfied at the moment. I'm going to give them a few more seconds. They seem pretty happy with what you said. Everyone could definitely use a drink, but I think that's it. I think everyone's happy with what you have to say. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That is your time. Everybody, that was Breer. So if you like the beer idea, if you like having beer or anything, maybe that's a vote you want to give in. Of course, for myself, I would have loved that when I was a kid, when my mom cut the crust off the bread and told me eat that alone. I was like, man, I would love to give it to beer, right? So having all of that said, make sure this is your chance to give us your vote. If you liked Breer, do you like it? I think you do. Then give them a vote. All right, guys? Let's move this on to our next team. Team number 13 is Aurora Tele-oncology, an oncology-specific telemedicine platform to improve patients' cancer care. Here you go.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So this is Gordon from Aurora Tele-oncology. So our mission is to optimize cancer care through a virtual platform. So first of all, let's look at our target market. So we target the Greater China market that have a significant demand on the cancer care. So let's look at some figures. Annually, there are 4.3 million of cancer incidents in China, and the death rate is relatively high. So that's why it drives very interesting figures. 40% of them will seek for second opinion, which means I have my original doctor and I will seek from another oncologist. And this mostly happen inside China, with 72% of patients stay inside China to the first tier city to seek the opinion, Beijing, Shanghai, or Guangdong province. And in the first phase of development, Aurora will target the GBA market, which includes around 150K of cancer patients annually, which is 5 times of the Hong Kong local patients number. And about the competitors, most of them, like the big names, Ping An, We Doctor, are focusing on general practitioner. But we, Aurora, we focus on specialists. And how we do that? First of all, we transform the physical oncology clinic into a virtual one by recruiting local experts and global experts. Our founder, Professor Tony Mok from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, and we also have Professor Pasiani from Harvard Medical School, and also Professor Wu Yilong from Guangdong General Hospitals. And we also work with groups of Hong Kong top experts oncologists, and also some from the Southeast Asia as well. And we partner with different hospitals and tele-hospitals inside mainland China. Apart from that, to streamline the patient journeys, we work on some technologies points. First of all, virtual nurse, how to digitalize the CT scan, X-ray films, and also pathology reports, genetic reports into a digitalized version, and work with Tencent Healthcare as well on speech-to-text translation, tailor-made for oncology, and also a CT scan comparison system for real-time cloud viewing of the scans for patients in different time points. And apart, for the business model, we deploy a B2B2C health tech closed-loop ecosystem. First of all, on the left-hand side, that we have the medications and the treatment online to offline model, and then we have the insurer model, price per policy, and then we have the RWD real-world data model that we work with the pharmaceutical company, CRO, for the future R&D growth. And for the benchmark, we have JD Health, Ping An, and EdoCloud, but we focus on oncology-only aspect. And on the right-hand side, you will see the fast-growing oncology-specific telehealth market. And all in all, this is our team. We have clinical experts, professors. We also have business experts like Mr. Ivan Zhu and Dr. Li Ge. And we also have a management team, that me, and also Sam is our GM, and also Dr. Oscar Chan, oncologist, who is our medical director as well. And our mission is to optimize cancer care through virtual platform. Thank you.
Okay, 3 minutes for us to ask questions away. If the judges have anything, this is your chance. Judges are considering, they're thinking about it. Duncan over there's got a question.
Hi, Gordon, good to see you again.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a good thing to start in Hong Kong, second consultation oncology, and we have many experts in here. The most expensive thing, I think, I asked you last time, is how to market this, how to let people know about this platform. Yeah. What's your thought?
Okay, for the go-to-market strategy, because we are focusing on the mainland China market, so we work on our B2B2C model. We work with different business partners, for example, tele-hospitals groups inside mainland China who serve the premium class of cancer patients, and then pharmaceutical company who wish out for the top-tier oncologists in the mainland China to refer cases for multidisciplinary cross-border telemedicine consultation as well. And all in all, in long term, it's about the insurance company to reach the general public. Yeah, thank you.
All right, still more chances of asking away questions. If you have anything, Raymond over there's got something.
Can you share with us your revenue to date and your projection for the coming year?
Okay, so we have relatively new company we found in 2020. And right now, our revenue is more focusing on the second opinion service as our core service. So for each case, normally it will charge around like 4,000 or 5,000 RMB, or like top up to 10,000 RMB, depends on the expert that we need. And right now, for the half-year revenue, we have more than 1 million Hong Kong dollar around, that we serve around 200 cancer patients in the past 6 months since our launch of the platform. Yeah. Okay, so projection, we would expect 2 to 3-fold of the revenue growth within this year, 2021. But once our development on the online to offline medications and treatments are completed, we will expect a top-line revenue growth in there. Yeah.
All right, 1 minute to go for questions. If you have any, this is your chance to ask them away. Let's look at the judges. Everyone's looking at their notes a bit, considering do they have anything they still want to ask you, because it seems that they're quite satisfied. Looking at their expressions, they seem pretty happy as well. I'm going to give this one more chance to see. It seems like they're pretty satisfied with what they heard from your presentation. So, hey, very good on you for a very clear pitch. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good luck with that. That was Aurora Tele-oncology, everybody. This is your chance. If you logged into our official broadcast page, you will see that you have a chance to let us know, did you like it? Did you like Aurora Tele-oncology? If you did, give them a vote so that you can support them and maybe make them win the My Most Favorite Startup Award. All right, so moving on to team number 14 of today is Reef, a 3D printed artificial reef with biodiversity monitoring device to boost coral survivorship. The stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you. It's very glad to be here. Hi, everyone. I'm Rico from Reef. We mitigate climate change by restoring degraded marine ecosystems. Coral reefs are important, but they're at risk. To date, we have already lost 50% of the reef globally, and we're expected to lose up to 90% if we do not take action today. Reversing the damage is a global agenda. The United Nations had already embedded that in the Sustainable Development Goals, and starting from this year, is declared to be the decade on ecosystem restoration. It's a great opportunity for us. Reef is a one-stop solution provider in restoring degraded marine ecosystems. Our products is not only adaptive, but also proven to be at least 4 times more successful in enhancing coral survivorship, and also, in addition, compared to tropical rainforest in a carbon capture, marine ecosystems like coral reefs are 10 times more effective. Our products offers the adaptive solution. It's an invention developed by researchers at University of Hong Kong. The biomimicry elements not only making it aesthetically pleasing, but also functional in enhancing the coral survivorship and provide microhabitats for marine life. These structures has been put in the water and proven to be successful with a pilot study with the government. From the market analysis, the advantages that our products have in terms of the coral seeding capacity, environmental friendliness, and also the adaptability outcompete the other options on the market, which isn't a lot. There's traditional methods or others like molding reef balls or modular artificial reef structures. In terms of the business model, first, we generate project revenue in our B2G markets, focusing on ecosystem mitigation and decarbonization. And riding on the trends on the ESG markets, we also engage our corporate customers to embed ESG elements in their company. Not only that, we provide a service for them to adopt a reef, but also additional services like eco-tours and training workshops to engage their staff. Finally, we also engage our B2C markets by working with strategic partnerships, bringing our products overseas like Saudi Arabia and Dubai. We're very lucky to have generated the worldwide media coverage, and we have engaged a list of customers and clients from different sectors, government, NGOs, and private sectors. Here's our team, myself, Rico Yu, as the co-founder and CEO, together with David, Dr. David Baker from the University of Hong Kong as a co-founder, and Nat Mend as our marketing officer. We are also very fortunate to be supported by Science Park and Hong Kong Island Run. Thank you.
Okay, right on the dot of 3 minutes over here. That was Reef. This is a chance for the judges to ask questions. If you have any, let's take it away. We got 3 minutes to go for question and answer time. The judges are looking at what they've just heard, digesting in everything you said. It is, in fact, a very big issue that we have to deal with today to save the planet. Raymond over here has got a question.
A great sustainability initiative of yours. Question here is, commercially, how do you market this to generate enough momentum to cover your costs and then make money to continue to go forward?
Thank you, Raymond. This is a great question. Our company has just established last year, so we're a pretty new company riding on the trend on sustainability, especially with the ESG goal. And starting in Hong Kong is a very good starting ground because with the green bond and also the active promotion by the government in ESG initiatives. So as for the marketing, we are translating the social impact and environmental impact into the ESG parameters where the corporates can input the numbers in their report. For example, like how many corals do they recover and how much carbon do they decarbonize in a project like this. So thank you.
Good question over there. We have around 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes, if you have any more you want to ask away to see how we can work on this to save the planet. Right over here, Herbert's got a question.
Is there any way that you can measure the progress while you are doing this recovery?
So if you're asking for specific parameters, we're looking at coral growth, coral survivorship, and also more importantly, how much carbon do they recapture during the process. So yeah, if that is the question that you're asking for specifically for the ESG parameters.
A good way to keep track of how that you're progressing with that. We've got around a minute left to go. If any of the judges have a question, this is your chance to ask away about the reefs that we all love. Judges are thinking about it, giving them a few more seconds to have a consideration if they're still curious about anything from any angle that you've discussed. If not, it looks like they're pretty happy with what you said, and there you go. Hey, good, well on you. Thank you so much. That was Reef, everybody. Everyone seems satisfied with that. So the question is, are you satisfied with what you just heard? Did you like it? Do you think that that, in fact, was one of your favorite startups you've heard so far? If it is, remember, go onto our official broadcast page and click and vote for this team to let them know that you liked what they just said, making sure that they are maybe one of your favorite startups who might get the award at the end of today's event. And moving on ahead, we are down to team number 15 of today, which is the HK Biorhythm R&D company, which is all about a wearable breast biorhythm medical monitoring equipment for early breast cancer detection. 3 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is Julia from Hong Kong Biorhythm. We are currently based at Hong Kong Science Park. We focus on a major problem of breast cancer at the moment, but in future we will expand to other cancer types as well. At the moment, we know that breast cancer is the most prevalent cancer now worldwide. This is the latest data from WHO, that breast cancer has surpassed lung cancer and become the #1 disease. And unfortunately, most of the women do not go to regular checkups. So if you compare the data here, in US, 70% of women go regular checkup versus 20% in China. So the high-risk population is pretty high if you consider the age factor and the family history. We calculate that in China alone, the high-risk population is already 230 million. Unfortunately, this large group of women do not go to regular checkups. And there's a lot of reasons, of course, for not going to there. One of the issues is that people seldom go to hospitals. And so we want to provide a home-based solution. This is our first generation devices that we put into a bra, which is very easy to wear. You only require 1 night in a month. The data will be then collected and transformed to an app. Now move that. So our core technology is our AI-based algorithm. We will analyze the data which is collected through this sensor and then through the mobile apps. Using our data, we will provide a warning to our user, and the data is validated through clinical trial. Our efficacy rate is already more than 80%. So currently, we are selling with mainly insurance companies. We already reached 6 million sales last year, Hong Kong dollar, which is about 20,000 units we already sold in the market. And currently in Hong Kong, we are working with a bra company, and the product is already available in their shops right now. So our goal is to move from Hong Kong to international market, as well as going to China with mainly our insurance partners. In future, we'll also be going to clinical centers. So we want to save a life and save a family. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Very important thing to worry about, but also to take care about. So now we move on to Q&A time. If the judges have any questions, ask away. Looking at the judges, they're taking in everything you said. Okay, Hendrik over there.
Hi. Can you tell us something about the management team's past experience?
Oh, yeah. Me as a CEO of the company, I work with Johnson & Johnson for 15 years, and also Novartis. I work as a marketing head. Currently, I'm working with our team. I'm as the co-founder with our CTO, who has been developing the whole system in the past 7 years. And we also have our team who consists of insurance, who has insurance background and also a doctor.
Okay, a little bit about the team. Any other questions? We got Raymond over there who has a question.
What is the barrier to entry for this product and application? Is there any?
Good question. I think the main barrier is to educate women to build up the habit to do a monthly self-checkup. As you may know, a lot of breast awareness campaign, like the Pink Ribbon campaign, are trying to advocate for women to do monthly self-checkup. And we want to provide a tool for them to do the monthly checkup for women aged above 20. So I think this is the barrier that we need to do some more education through our business partners.
All right, we still have a bit of time. Duncan has a question to ask.
So I think your business model is to B2C, right? So you have to talk to bra company, bra brand to
actually, B to B to C.
Yeah.
Our B partners, firstly, is the insurance companies.
Ah, okay.
Right. And luckily, we already get insurance partner on board. Right now, we are working with AXA in Hong Kong and also Prudential and other few insurance companies. They will be helping us to do the education, as I said, and also the going with the insurance policy, it go parallel.
But since it's only one night in a month, does it have to fit into the product? You just stick it on, right?
The bra is tailor-made. At the moment, our version 1 is that we have to tailor the bra because there's a specific position that you need to put this device, which is on the outer part. And then in future, we will try to develop the next generation, which may be a patch. Then you can just patch into your bra, whatever you prefer.
Okay, so convenience is in factor. We have down to 20 seconds. Any last questions, quick things you're just curious about, you want to ask away? Right, Raymond over there, quick one.
Yes.
Competitors here in China?
No, so far we are the leading one in this field. There is a company that doing similar things that they call like a smart bra or IT bra. But I think they are still running clinical trials. They're still developing it, especially not able to commercialize yet. But we want to see more people to do this kind of technology because there's a lot of women that needs to do this kind of protection.
Absolutely.
So far, we are the first one.
All right, well, thank you very much. Time is up.
Thank you.
But well done on that one. Thank you, please. You can take a rest now.
Thanks.
Good luck with that one, everybody. That was the HK Biorhythm R&D company. Did you like that? Do you like good health? Do you want to make sure people around you are healthy as well? Maybe that was an idea you enjoyed, so make sure you give them a vote so that they can get themselves the award at the end of the whole event. Remember, guys, if you're watching on Facebook Live, you're missing out on half the fun, which is go to our official broadcast page so you can cast your vote in our polls after every pitch. Moving on to team number 16, it's Wespreso, a natural language processing solution that extracts business and financial information. 3 minutes, time is yours.
Hi, my name is Calvin Chang. I'm the founder and CEO of Wespreso. We're a RegTech company that focuses on improving the efficiency of capital markets. So Hong Kong is actually one of the world's largest capital markets with about 140 IPOs in 2020 and most funds raised globally. It also has the highest regulatory standard. And with higher regulatory standards comes higher cost. In fact, about 5 to 7% of an IPO goes to cost. It involves so many parties, over 15 of them, and cost is one of the major considerations of the issuer. One of the most manual and costly process amongst all the processes is verification. What is verification? It is the process of confirming every statement in a regulated disclosure is accurate and not misleading. And not doing so could actually lead to failure to issue the equity or debt, risk of litigation and reputational damage. So in Hong Kong just alone, for example, verification has to be done over 5 times, over and over again. The process takes about 250 plus hours and mainly done by the sponsor lawyers jointly with the sponsor and the issuer. So it really involves literally manually printing all the prospectus, boxing it up, turning it, verifying all the statements, analyzing it, and then organizing all the supporting documents in a repository. Now, Wespreso has developed Factify, which is a SaaS platform solution using cutting-edge NLP solution, natural language processing, to help automate this process. We estimate our product can save about 75% of the time in verification. It also brings together project management and collaboration tools that removes the barrier of communication amongst all the people on the sales side. Our product really automates each step of the verification process and includes other legal tools like redaction, version control, as well as other workflows tools. It aims to significantly reduce the cost of issuance. And basically, it is also integrated with our research platform, covering 12 capital markets, over 28,000 companies across globally. So in terms of traction, we're working with Magic Circle firms like Freshfields, Slaughter and May, Linklaters, Clifford Chance to adopt our product fully in both UK and Hong Kong. On the sell side, sponsor side, Credit Suisse is our client. We're supporting them on the sell side research as well as the investment banking process. We're also working with Topan Mero, one of the largest financial printer, in standardizing the reporting standards, making sure it's acceptable. So our long-term vision is to significantly improve the efficiency globally of issuing securities. And we have a team of about 15 people full-time, along with other researchers across the legal side, the banking side. I come from a banking background, so I'll now open the floor to any questions. Thank you.
Right, that is 3 minutes done, which is question times begin. All right, we have 3 minutes of questions from any of the judges. If you're curious, raise your hand. Raymond over there's got something.
Have you spoken to any of the regulatory agencies and see what their feedbacks are in terms of this offering and application?
Yep. So we're in early stage discussion with HKEX. We're also talking with SFC to understand, are we aligned with them? But right now we're positioned as a last mile tool for the lawyers. So we're not drastically changing the output, but we're drastically improving the workflow in order to generate that output.
Very important work to help us out, make life better for everyone. Yes. Okay, any of the other judges have questions? We have about 2.5 minutes left to go. Any more questions? If you're curious about what we just discussed just now, judges have to digest a bit. That was a lot of heavy information. Duncan's got something.
Is it law firm or financial printer being a bigger customer to you?
Good question. So the first stage will be focused on sponsor lawyers and adopting this because the value added is the heaviest for these. But in the long run, printers is actually our distributor. They can white label our platform and provide redaction tools to the lawyers as well. And in the long run, the scalability comes into the issuer because issuer actually cares about the cost the most. So IPO is only one example. Verification applies to other type of listing documents, be it a circular, any disclosure. So it's just a shorter or a longer verification process. And what really adds value is helping the issuer to have a second opinion apart from the lawyer to really streamline and make the process a bit safer.
But for now, you mentioned the law firm are using it as a double-check tool, right? It's not replacing some of the staff they have.
No. So law firms is actually not using it just as a double-check. It's actually using it as part of the internal workflow. So instead of manually boxing up everything, our AI actually boxes up every relevant statement automatically. It checks across all the versions from A1 to global offering. It also automatically redacts information for disclosure. But then the lawyer still has to check them. They just don't have to do it manually.
An idea of what's the cost saving in a typical finance statement?
Sure. So just from a lawyer perspective, the fees they collect is about $1.5 million US. The cost to verify is about 1/3 or more of that cost. If we save half of that cost and just take a portion of that as the revenue and then multiply across all the law firms, plus in addition to that, we're also helping issuers and the sponsor banks. So yeah. About 75%.
75% for the time saving, and how much percent for the cost?
Quick answer for that one. You get
yeah. So 75% saved. So 75% times 500K is the cost savings for the lawyers. So we take a portion of that as our revenue.
All right, that is time. 3 minutes questions
Thank you
is
very much.
done. That was Wespreso, everybody. Did you like that? That's a chance for you to give us your vote. If you felt that that was one of your favorite startups, you felt that they deserve an award for that, give them their vote. Okay, so make sure you go to our official broadcast page, vote for them if you liked it. If not, we still have a lot more teams coming ahead of us. We actually have a few more to go, so great ideas are waiting to be shown to you, so get excited, everybody. With that, we're going to move on to team number 17. We got a total of 22 today, and this is team number 17, which is Point Fit Technology, a non-invasive sweat sensor to decode sweat biomarkers and track muscle fatigue levels. Good luck.
Thank you. Good evening, judges. My name is Kenny from Point Fit Tech. So would it be great if our healthcare system can move away from the invasive blood pricking and shift to non-invasive and continuous measurements in the future? That's what Point Fit is all about. Especially to 60% of competitive athletes, they're experiencing overtraining both in practice and games. Yet the existing measurements right now they have is either invasive or inconvenience. There is why some renowned universities and states have started development of sweat sensors. But to the best of our knowledge, right now there's no commercialized product as of now, mostly due to these technical challenges. Now we're very proud to introduce you to our Point Fit sweat sensors. So we're developing an ultra-thin skin patch that tracks your muscle fatigue to sweat biomarkers and transmit it into real-time to your mobile app. It is built on top of a patented ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene membrane that is, we licensed from the HKUST as our core technology. So this advanced materials property is what sets us apart from the other sweat sensors. Firstly, you can see high porosity and high breathability. With this, we're evaporating 99% of the sweat composition, which is water, and only leaving 1% to be analyzed, something that no other sweat sensors in the world can do so. Secondly, having 100 nanometers thickness can bring much convenience, especially in sports usage. And lastly, hydrophobicity prevents other liquids flowing down from other regions such that it can provide accurate localized measurements. So what are we tracking? Two things. Firstly, during exercise, we're tracking lactate. So it's for tracking your muscle fatigue in the exercise. And secondly, for the recovery processes, we're tracking cortisol, it's a stress hormone. But interestingly, in this one, also tracking not only physical stress, but also emotional stress. So far, we have proven the detection of sweat sensing itself, and it's proven to be correlated positively with blood, as this work has been published in IEEE journals. And realizing the real-time measurements, so we have integrated these electronic components in terms of the rigid PCB and attached to the sports gear to build out our first generation product that is suitable for athletes. And as soon as we can get in the next second generation, we're definitely trying to make a much thinner electronic components like this. So this is essentially what will be the electronic components that can be integrated with our membrane, collaborating with Covestro. So let's try target market. So firstly, we launched the professionals first, as the upcoming product launch with our partners university sports teams, and then going to the Hong Kong Sport Institute as well as China market with our partner Motion Rivalry. And as we are getting professional endorsement, we will go to the going to the biomarkers, multi-biomarkers, and then getting to the general health monitorings as well. So lastly, our teams has a diverse technical backgrounds and commercial experience, mostly or notably our advisors that has experience in sports science and engineering. So this is pretty much awards that we got so far from 2020. And then lastly, we believe that our team is strong team in materials. This is the future of wearables. This is Point Fit. Thank you.
All right, there you go. Definitely very sporty with that kind of speed. We got 3 minutes of questions and answer time. Any judges have anything you'd like to be curious about? This is your chance to ask away. Sure. Duncan over there.
Yeah, I mean, at Sports Institute, I think still we're taking blood drop for testing the accuracy of tiredness and the athlete's performance.
Yep.
Because accuracy is very important.
Correct.
When you're taking sweat, it could be diverted with many things, what you eat, your diets, and many other things. So how could you replace blood drop? I mean, still in terms of accuracy for a Sport Institute's requirement.
Yes. So sweat is relatively new biofluids that's happening in the world right now. So definitely it's a very underdeveloped industries. So to begin with, we're collaborating with the Hong Kong BU Sports Institutes. We'll be collaborating with our Professor Baker from our advisory board as well. He will be helping us with the human physiology and testing this kind of variables that we can take a look onto. And that's from there we can collaborate with the Hong Kong Sport Institutes to get in more details with trials with professional athletes.
So you haven't done any trial at SI yet?
Right now, we just have things right because we're a Hong Kong USD startup, so we're just doing with the USD sports teams. But right now, we're trying to, because sports team doesn't have the sports facilities and all that. So HKBU and CUSK is the only two universities having that. So we're now collaborating with HKBU, trying to do it this coming summer.
Okay, thanks. All right. Still got some time for a second question. If you have anything, this is your chance to ask away. You've got around 1 minute and 20 seconds. Any of the judges are curious, this is your chance. Let us know. They're going to digest it a little bit, give them a little while to kind of take it all in. But you said this is, in fact, quite an innovative idea. The question is, are they curious about anything or anything was unclear to our judges? Looking at what their expressions so far, they seem pretty satisfied as well. It looks like they are quite happy with what we had to say, so I'm going to give it that. And thank you so much again.
Sure.
Good luck again for you as well. And I
Sure.
hope that you have a good time and
you.
have some good rest. Okay, everybody, that was Wespreso. That was that was Point Fit Technology. My apologies, I get too excited sometimes. Point Fit Technology is what you want to be voting for. Remember, if you sweat, maybe this is the one you want to go for. All right, guys? So that was Point Fit Technology. If you like them, give them your vote. And having said that, we're going on to moving ahead to team number 18 of today. A total of 20 teams are going to present to you. We're at team number 18, so get excited. A few more good ideas are coming to you. This is Cebit, an AI object detection system for public transportation system and running escalators to reduce accidents. 3 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you. And good afternoon, everybody. We are Cebit. We developed scalable and AI solutions for our customers. So far, we have developed 4 categories of AI solutions for worldwide problems. This is one of them, This is one of them, escalator. Escalators are everywhere in the world. In this exhibition center, airport, train stations. However, do you know that there are 10,000 escalator-related accidents in US alone? And escalators often have problems or jammed when foreign object was jammed in that clumpy, and then it will cause accident, causing human fall and also causing injuries. And this is the situations. And in last year in Hong Kong, there are 60 cases of accidents causing injuries because of the foreign object jammed in the escalator. And our solution, this is Cebit comes in. And then our solution, we've developed an AI object detection systems for tiny metal objects affecting a running escalator. The system detects when screws, cones, metal objects jam the escalator or even appears on the clumpy. And then the escalator, the system will generate an alarm to the operation team, and the operation team will quickly take actions. The foreign object will be removed before it jammed to the escalator, and that will help to reduce the cost of injury as well as save the maintenance cost around 3 million Hong Kong dollar per year. And our competitors, we have competitors detecting the bulky objects. We have some competitors specialize in detecting the tiny objects. We do both. Our systems have the good integrations and also a very high accuracy of 95 to 98%. And we have good job reference for both systems. And the global market trend, in 2025, the market will be grow to 40 billion at a compound growth rate at 4.2%. Our target market will be train stations and exhibition center like this and airports with a lot of escalators. Our business model will be selling through channels. Management team, Scotty Cock is our CTO. He has more than 16 years of of software development abilities, and he is also an AI and deep learning expert. He run cancer classifications and AIs in 2018. My name is Wing. I'm the business development director. I have 20 years of experience across the Asia-Pacific regions. And at this moment, we have sold our system to train stations, not a train station, I'm sorry, so public transport stations in Hong Kong. And we have good record, and also we expect we have 300% growth per year.
Nice, time is up.
Thank you.
So that's your chance over there, which means we go straight into Q&A time. Anybody, we've all taken escalators. Hopefully none of us have had accidents, but let's see if the judges have any questions. Raymond over there has one.
Okay, besides safety, what are the other objectives that these applications can achieve?
Actually, I mentioned we can save the maintenance costs by 3 million, roughly we estimated. We have a statistic record. In the past 3 months, and 30 objects, 30 dangerous objects was recorded in the escalator. And then, just for 3 months' time, and for 10 escalators, if we project the dangerous object, there will be 7,200 dangerous objects detected on the escalators. And please understand that when the escalator was running, those dangerous objects are made of stainless steel. They will clean the escalator generally. And there's regulations. Then the petals and also the flaps has to be up to a certain standards. If the gap is too wide, then the ladies' high heel shoes will jam over there and will cause another kind of dangers. So we estimated and we projected, and for every step, aluminum step, if you need to change, there will be 8,000 to 10,000 Hong Kong dollar per step. And also in the same time, it will cause the escalator to come down, and then if the escalator in a very strategic position, then it will cause the flow of the people flow. It will hinder us. So in such case, 3 million, roughly 0.1% of the dangerous object will cause such kind of cleaning, then 3 million Hong Kong dollar will be saved for 200 escalators. That is Hong Kong Airport, that is the train station, the train company, they have more than 200 escalators.
You got 1 more minute to go for any questions if you have. This is your chance. Herbert's got one.
How about the entry barrier for someone doing the same thing as you? And I see that you're working with SenseTime. And what's that the relationship between SenseTime and?
No, we are not working with them. They are actually our competitors.
Okay.
They do bulky object detections. We do so, and they do not do tiny object detection.
So what's the entry barrier?
The entry barrier is that to identify the dangerous object is not too difficult. But at the same time, you have to identify the non-dangerous object. There are a lot of non-dangerous objects, such for example, a piece of tissue, etc., etc. False positive is very annoying, and our systems can avoid such. And this is a proactive. We need to make our system more robust. One, and actively, we need to file patents. We are filing patents for our invention.
All right, that is time. 3 minutes is done. Well done over there. Thank you so much for your ideas.
Thank you so much.
Good luck and get some rest. That was Cebit, everybody. If you liked it, if you thought, hey, I take escalators, I would love extra safety, maybe that's the one you want to support and vote for. So go on into our official broadcast page and vote for them and give them your chance of saying, hey, that was my favorite startup award winner that I voted for. Okay, moving ahead. Team number 19. We got 2 more to go today, everybody. So we got Mayfair Enterprises, a smart home concierge solution to provide personalized home management service. 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. My name is Angus, co-founder of Butler, Hong Kong's first home management ecosystem with the mission to redefine living, elevate lifestyle, and build the future of home experiences. The founding team has worked together for over 10 years. Relevant experiences, right mentality, Butler will become the next Hong Kong unicorn. We're especially confident because our determination and results attracted industry leaders from hospitality, real estate, to join us as investor and advisors. The concept of home has changed drastically over the last few years. It used to be just a space, but the boundaries has blurred with services, experiences, facility, and even lifestyle. And that's especially true during COVID, where in-home services demand surged, but the supply sank. So who's going to fill the gap? Introducing Butler, an ecosystem that connects home, residents, and the community through services and technology. We're positioned between the residents and the property manager to reduce friction and to enhance service quality through data. So our ecosystem comes in 3 aspects. 1, home management. It's in-home services as a subscription, provided by in-house trained and groomed specialists. 2, digital home concierge, extending to the entire building, giving residents next-level conveniences with just a few clicks away. And 3, marketplace, essentially onboarding very unique and vetted partners, bringing directly into our client's home. So when we combine all these 3 aspects, putting together, that's the Butler operating system. In the making as we speak, but here's a sneak peek. Residents' perspective, dashboard, modularized functions, home services access, all in one. Property management perspective, we're digitalizing their everyday work, reducing time, increasing efficiency, effectiveness, and more importantly, if operated at scale, reduce costs. Hong Kong is a tremendous market. It's worth over $1 trillion, and we're marketed ourselves as affordable luxury. In just over 1 year's time, we've partnered with multiple property developers, and we convinced them to purchase our home services for the entire building. First to ever do so in Hong Kong. And here are some examples. Hong Kong is really just a blueprint for us. In 3 years, we'll be regional, 6 years, we'll be global, and Butler will become the golden standard of quality living for Generation Y and Z, which is our future. Thank you very much.
All right, well done. Thank you so much for that one. Over here, we got 3 minutes of questions for Mayfair Enterprises. Any of the judges, if you have any questions, this is your chance to ask away. Raymond.
It seems to be a very labor-intensive service application. How do you find the quality of the people that you have to hire to deliver the service? There's obviously a shortage of supply in different markets.
I think that's a very good question. It comes in 3 aspects. We've tried a lot of different models, such as the Uber model, which is like a marketplace, but the quality control is very difficult. So we've kind of moved towards a hotel model, where they have proper career days, they have their own team, they have their own culture, they have their own policies, and more importantly, they have the same location. So kind of putting that, moving things around, we've developed our own model. We have our own training program, which we call the Butler Academy. Eventually, we want to kind of publicize that as well. After they train, we have our own team. They have different career prospects. So it's a long-term career joining us. The salary is actually also 30% higher than market average. Obviously, our selection is more harder, but because we're working directly with property developer, meaning that there's certain locations and districts that are fixed, and they can actually work in just one building or one district, which limits the logistic time, increasing efficiency and effectiveness. But I think more importantly speaking, the home management part is just one aspect of our whole model. A big part what we do now is actually bridging the gap between the residents and the property managers, and we're creating this operating system. And we already are in talks with multiple developers where they want to test run in buildings. So once we get that going, the entire building will be using our operating system residence-wise, and we're estimating 10-15% using our home services. So that actually the operating system becomes our acquisition strategy.
All right, we got 1 minute to go for question time. Just a minute left. If any of the judges have anything you'd like to add on, a question or ask about, this is your chance to give it a shot. For Mayfair Enterprises, Butler, stuff like that. If you have a question, this is your chance. Looking at the judges, having a little think within their own minds. Do they have a question? It seems like you've answered pretty much everything they're curious about, which is a very good sign as well. Giving them a few more seconds time, it seems that they are very happy with what you said. So congratulations, you can take some rest now. Take it easy, and good luck with this, everyone. That was Mayfair Enterprises.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you so much. This is what it's all about, everyone. We are going down to our last team. But before we do that, though, if you like the idea that you heard just now, this is your chance to go on and, of course, support them by voting for them, letting them know that, hey, this is what I think. I liked it, so I'm going to give you my vote so you can be my favorite startup award winner, hopefully at the end of this event. Now, we've gone through so many teams. I'm sure you're sitting there going like, wow, what else can you give me? I've heard everything from health to well-being to basic butler services to all this innovative technology. How can we translate things better? All these different things have happened, and that is what it's all about today, about different angles, different ideas, and mixing and mashing it together, which means it is time to move ahead to our final team of the day. This is Grow Green, a smart home-based hydroponics planting system. The stage is yours. Good luck. Take it away.
Good afternoon. I'm Yvonne from Go Green to introduce you as Bara, the smart grower. Go Green, located at Hong Kong Science Park, we focus our IP and technology on electronics and food science. So the professional team, including Dr. Humphrey Leung, with over 30 years global business in multinational corporation, and also he successfully started up a company to IPO with less than 5 years' time. And me and the team are also engineering expert as well as plant scientists. Okay. So let's look at the market. This is from CES last year. Look at the big company. They're showing how our future kitchen looks like. With all the home planting, we are growing our own food. In fact, 1/4 of the population in the world are willing to pay more to eat healthier. And during the COVID-19, this is more obvious. People want to manage their own food supply. And while they're still delivering the concept in CES, we have already our ready solution, our hydroponic smart grower, the seed kits, and the mobile apps. So our uniqueness is about the device. We have built-in plant programs, which are very unique and can change the environment to tailor-made perfect to the plant growth. Our seed kit can deliver edible plants and superfood. And the mobile apps can remotely control the device and sharing, bonding with the families. We built already a very strong business position to address the household, lifestyle, healthy, and family. And we also target school for STEM and elderly homes too. And to cover cooking, tasting, so nutrition, or even to boost up your immunity. So our invention can grow plant faster by 50%. We save 90% of water, and we save energy too. So that's why we have won many awards internationally, including the awards last year in the Green Product Audience Award. We also filed patents in the US, Europe, and China. So we have already established a retailer in the US, like Home Depot, Bed Bath Beyond, Target. We're also selling to many school and elderly homes locally. This is a business model one. We are building our own brand, Aspara, and we're selling it like coffee machines, a similar business model. We have the device, and we have a sustainable business, selling the capsule and build up our own memberships. And the other one, even a bigger opportunity, is the product crossover with other big brands. All in all, we are a professional team. We have already built a ready solution, a sustainable business, and ready for a huge market. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, well done. Thank you so much for that. Fantastic piece over there. I love plants myself. Now, the question is, do the judges have questions for what you just said? We got 3 minutes to go. Let's see if they've got something they want to ask away. Judges, 3 minutes. If you have anything, have a little think and just raise your hand and I'll call you out. All right, they're digesting it, just like the edible food that you'll be growing one day as well. All right, Raymond's got something.
Based on what I understand, you use LED to provide the necessary type of light for different plants, right? So what is the IP behind it? Is there any particular restriction for other competitors to come in and offer very similar products at a fraction of your cost?
Right, very good questions. Currently, we do see others hydroponic growers, but they are not smart. I would say they have not built in the intelligence in it. The key point is the built-in plant program. The team made of electronic professionals and plant scientists. We actually research into the seeds, actual plant needs. We can change the environment by changing the light, the nutrient level, the water flow, and adjust the environment according to the plant needs, which make us very different. So the whole business model is the match of the electronic device and the seed to make it happen so everyone can grow like easy and successfully and share with friends and family. Others in the market, I would say, yeah, they have the light on and off and that's it. Then there's no much intelligence. In fact, all this data is a big data that we will upload to the iCloud and we refine and research and change the plant program accordingly and we improve ourselves. So to us, we are delivering nowadays a plant that grow healthily, but actually the next step we do is superfood, that we grow plant with even better nutrition and better for human.
All right, we have around a minute to go with any more questions regarding what you just heard. Anybody who's a plant lover? Duncan over there.
So for the machine, you only need CE marks for you to sell that, right? The license for the machine. You're selling it in US and Europe, right? So
mainly in the US.
Certification, CE
we
marks
have,
for that.
yes, we have.
But what about for the seed capsules? What kind of?
Oh.
You need FDA approval and things like that?
Right, that's a good question again. The seed kit itself, including the capsules, the grow meters, and seeds and nutrition packs as well. So we do the seed kits. Most of them accept the seed locally. That means the packaging design, the basket, the grow basket. But for the seed itself, we have it developed locally. So for the US, we use US seed. So it's not like crossing the border. And Europe, we use Europe seed. And in fact, for Hong Kong, we import it, and we use the Netherlands, from Canada, from US.
All right, having said that, we got 10 seconds for any quick Q&As. We got a yes-no question opportunity over here. If not, it seems like the judges are happy, and we're out of time, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Good luck with that. You can get some break, take it easy. All right, well, there you go. The plants will keep on growing, everybody. And, of course, we have just hit all 20 teams. You've heard all the great ideas, but did you like Grow Green? Were they the one that stood out for you? If they were, make sure that you give them that vote. Remember, my most favorite startup award is waiting for you to put the vote together, so that is what it's all about. Okay. So having said that, wow, we've done 20 teams, everybody. We've heard all different ideas, and I think some of them really stood out. Some of them were like really special, but all of them were fantastic, out of this world ideas. The question is, who are the top 10? And to do that, it's not for me to let you know, it's not for us to guess, but it's for the judges to do the hardest part of today's event. We thought this was tough, but the toughest part just begins now, because I'm going to invite all the judges to please go upstairs for a quick discussion over the scores. You're going to have to sit there and really go through every single team and say, okay, this one was good, that one was better, this is even better, which one are the best 10? So the judges have the hard work right now. All the other teams can take a little break, a little breather. They've done their part. They're 3 minutes on stage pitching, 3 minutes of Q&A. They did what they needed to do, and that is why they get to take a little break and have some fun. Judges, it is your turn to get stressed out and get working towards the top 10 teams that you have. Now, to get everyone's minds off of everything, I think, let's look at the finalists. Let's get to know them a bit better, not from their pitching ideas, not from their great things that they want to work on, but, just them as people, just them as, people who just enjoy life as well. So having said that, I want to invite all the finalists to please join me on stage. Everybody, 20 teams, 20 finalists coming up to this stage, different styles, different ideas, and definitely something we must do together. Being such a memorable moment, we've got to take a group photo together, all right? So what we're going to do, since half of our faces are in fact covered, we're going to rely on the upper half of our face to show our smiles. Okay, that's the real challenge. You thought you needed a good idea? That's a real challenge over there. All right, so let's get a little closer as well. Make sure everyone can squeeze into here. I tell you what, everybody take one step to your right. Let's get this picture in. We're squeezing in 20 different teams over here. We got 20 over here. Can we do this? Let me make sure the camera can squeeze it all. All good. Let's do 2 rows, actually. I prefer 2 rows. So let's have some of you come either in the front. You can crouch down, or if you prefer, come on down over here with myself. Let's do 2 rows. All right, you guys, if you're cool, come to the front. There we go. Now everyone's doubting themselves. Oh, I thought that was cool. Okay, so we got a few of you over here. So I would like to ask the people in the front to help me out. Let's take one little step to your left. Okay, everyone, one step to your left. Okay, so far so good. One more. Let's do one more step. I'm getting greedy over here. One more step. You want to go? We good? Okay, can we all squeeze in the photo? This is the exciting moment when the camera tells me, are we good with this one? Can we make this photo? Okay, so I would like the front to maybe just a little bit down so we can, there we go. I'm going to crouch down as well. Let's challenge those knees. Okay, I'm going to count to 3. Okay, no need. Oh, sorry, I got excited. Don't listen to the MC. Listen to the actual professionals. Okay, let's get this photo over there right in the middle. I'm going to count to 3, 2, 1, and when we do that, everyone smile with your eyes and your mouth, okay? So 3, 2, 1, smile. All right, one more time. Let's do it with this camera. 3, 2, 1, happy. Yeah, we're done. No more pitching. Judges struggling. Yeah. Okay, we got the pictures. It's all good. Wonderful. Okay, everybody back onto the stage. All right, now, let's get this done. This is what I'm talking about. So a lot of times, a lot of people tuning in today actually want to know more about startups. Everyone's got this great idea. Oh, startups are so cool. I'll be wearing shorts all day. Ideas will just come. This is so fantastic. Having a snack, never getting fat. Fantastic, right? However, I'm going to have this happen, okay? So I'm going to ask a question with 2 possible answers, so you choose which answer is yours, okay? So the first question is, how many of you go to work at or before 9 a.m.? If you go to work before 9 a.m., you come to my side. If you go to work after 9 a.m. on a regular basis, you stand on that side. All right, so do you even have a clock? Do you even stop working? You're like, I don't sleep. I only wake up. So anybody who finds yourself working at 9 a.m. or before, come closer to my side. Everyone's doubting. They're like, 9 a.m., which time zone? Hong Kong? New York? I don't know what I'm doing over here. Okay, a lot of you guys are some of you are maybe liars. Some of you are very honest. Okay, we've got a few. Okay, so we've got some of the people over here who do not work early in the morning. I'm very curious to know why. Is it that the inspiration comes at night? Let me ask you, like, what is your ideal time to work at every day?
Like 9:30?
Oh, 9:30. Oh, look at you, the rebel. I don't work at 9, I work at 9:30. The 30 minutes is the big game changer, right? The great ideas come after 30 minutes. Fantastic. Okay, that's good. So now we can see a lot of you guys working before 9 a.m., some of you at 9:30 a.m. does not qualify, and maybe some of you, anybody who does 11 a.m., anybody later than 9:30 over here? Sometimes you look like do you do quite late? Do you prefer later days?
Maybe only when I have to discuss with our international collaborators.
Oh, okay, so blame them. I didn't sleep in. They woke up late, so not my problem, right? I like that. Okay, so that's the first question. So how many of you are done usually by 7 p.m. Hong Kong time? You know, this regular thing, 7 p.m. I cut and I don't work anymore. If you do, you come to my side if you're done before or on at 7 p.m. every day. If not, you're over on that side. How many of you find yourself working after 7 p.m. Hong Kong time on a regular basis? Okay, I feel lazy now. Because this event ends at 5, so I'm done. Okay, so a lot of you again, so I see everybody. So there you go. A good example is that startups means you wake up at whatever time you do your work, but it doesn't seem to end. The sun goes down, but you stay up. That's how it works. Okay, let's continue on. How many of you have taken a long vacation? That means more than 3 days in the last 2 years. Does not have to be overseas, but must be 3 days of vacation of like, I'm going to sip on a margarita. I'm going to lie there and look at the stars. In the last 2 years, has anybody done 3 days of holiday time? If you have, you come join me over here. If not, you go over there that side. Wonderful. Okay, okay. Oh, so everybody was like, I don't want to be the only one. It's like, oh, there you go. Let me ask you this. What was the vacation? What were you enjoying?
I mean, I've been to a couple of places actually, not just one vacation. So it was either going to Spain or sitting at home, not doing anything, not working on the startup. So it's been a whole range of experiences, not just 3 days.
I mean, fair enough. Beer does take time to, brew, right? You can't be sitting there looking at it, right? It doesn't do itself. So I must have gone on holiday for a few days. Fair enough. Do you remember the last vacation? What did you end up doing?
I remember the last summer, and sleep in the bed and did nothing. Okay, yeah. Because already work for a week or overnight. So that's why.
Okay, so it wasn't a vacation. It was more like you were just dead. You're like, I can't do this anymore.
Take out the mobile phone.
Oh, and just scroll all day, right? Your thumb workout, right? That is the best thing ever. Yes, so there you go. That's another example you need to know, is that everyone's got their own ways of working. Some of you may be like doing the late nights. Well, actually, most of you do the late nights. Some of you may be doing the early mornings as well. But of course, sometimes you've got people that basically have the ones that are having holidays maybe once in a while. But most of you can see work really hard, right? It is a tough thing to do. Okay, now, last thing is, what is your favorite snack while working? Is it sweet or savory? All right? Sweet or salty, savory. If it's sweet, you come to my side. If you like salty snacks while you're working late, it's on that side. What is it? All right, which one would you prefer? Is it going to be a sweet item, the sugar high, or the salt where you need an extra drink to cover that up? Okay, everyone's thinking, do I even eat? What did I eat? Is that edible? I chew on my pencil. Is that sweet? Is that savory? Okay, so sweet over here, and we got mostly savory. So salty food seems to be what startup's all about. So tonight, if you find yourself having a bag of chips, you might be good for startups, okay? So let me ask you this. So what is your favorite snack? Like, you're stressed out, you're late night, you need that little quick snack to help you out. What is it?
Probably water.
Probably water doesn't have a flavor. Okay, so that completely... That's why in the middle, you're like, I don't know, my water's a bit dirty, so it's a bit savory as well. Okay, so probably water. Extremely healthy over there. Anyone over here does the typical chips and regrets it? Anybody over here? We're good? What is your snack of the night?
Well, actually, coffee, I think.
So coffee, with or without sugar?
Yeah, without sugar.
Wow, you guys are hardcore. Hardcore coffee without sugar. Don't waste my time with sugar. Give me the caffeine straight away. All right, so that was a quick warm-up so we get to know you guys, get to know everybody and what the startups are all about. That's good. Let's move on to a next little game that I prepared. It's called the X cross Y game, all right? This is very simple. Now, usually when an MC has sheets of paper like this usually means there's something tricky that's going to happen. Now, we've all done pitching. Right? We've all pitched, which means you all know how to speak. We all know how to put ideas together. The question is, can you combine two random ideas and somehow pitch it? All right? Now, what I will do is, if you do this, I will not bother you for the rest of the day. All right? No other game will you be part of. So I want to have any volunteers so far that want to be the first one to give this a shot. Hey, the judges are gone. Remember, this is not going to get judged. It might give you a great idea, but the judges are gone. Anybody wants to be the first lucky person who says, I'll do it and be done for the whole game? Anybody? This is Hong Kong. Oh, there you go. Oh, I was just going to say Hong Kong, nobody wants to raise their hand. Boom, you raise your hand. Okay, so pick one sheet, and okay. Now, what you're going to do is you open it up. You have got Zoom and interior decorators. Can you think of an idea or some way that Zoom, the software that people use for video conferences, and interior decorators, that something they could do something together? Is there some possible idea you can pitch? I'll be your partner as well, so if you get stuck, I'll kind of bounce it off of you as well. I'll give you a little seconds. You know, like for example, like when you have a Zoom video conference call, let's say, do you find that you use virtual backgrounds or like real backgrounds?
Depends.
It depends who it is. If they care about my messiness, then I have a virtual background. Is that what it is?
Correct.
Exactly. So think about it. Interior decorators, specific for Zoom calls, would there be some idea you can work on? Like, would there be something you would play with? So if I had to throw this at you and I had $1 million Hong Kong dollars to invest, convince me why I want to invest in your idea. Anything you would combine Zoom and interior decorators.
So you mean like the beautiful decoration
Something
for
like
rooms?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you got a few 30 seconds. Let's do this.
Okay, so you all know that, like, yes, in the last year we were all lonely, locked down at home. So, like, if you feel that you want to have a company behind you, like to have a party with, like, yes, for example, your startup selling beer or, like, yes, some other ideas for something sweet, then, like, yes, you can come up with some interior decoration with your friends. Or maybe you feel like you want to go to the sea, so like, yes, then our decoration can help you feel that, like, yes, you're on some resort in some beautiful hotel, 5-star, yes.
There you go. So that was the way to sell, basically, people who don't want to clean their room, you are the service to come to, right? When I have a messy room, I just call you up, deal with it, fix it. This is a good idea. Hey, let's talk more. Let's talk more. I love these ideas. You know what? I'll be your judges. I'll give you 10 points for that one right there. Okay. Definitely. I will definitely do it for myself. Trust me, if you saw my room, you wouldn't even, that's not called a room. That's called a tragedy. Okay? So that's what it is. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, you're off the hook. I will not, you can look at everyone like, I would do that. You know, you can do that. You can take it easy now. Okay. Anybody else wants to take the risk and try it out? You're going to do it over here. Pick one sheet, any sheet that you like. Okay, the combination you have got is Netflix and doctors. How are you going to combine Netflix and doctors? Now, we can have a little quick brainstorm together. If you think doctors and Netflix, I'm thinking Grey's Anatomy, but that wouldn't be a good idea. You want minimum drama at the hospital, isn't it? But what would you do? Like, if you had doctors, a bunch of doctors, you want to sell, like, say, some Netflix to them. How would you pitch it to them?
I'm thinking diagnosing problems or like diagnosing diseases referencing Netflix shows. So if there were to be, say, a doctor who was given training in a basic Netflix module and been taught or like been made to watch the basic shows which are like trending or whatever, so they can explain or like diagnose like their patients in terms of analogies when it comes to actual shows which people have watched. So there could be a product which probably is like a boot camp for doctors where they're made to watch the Netflix shows and then they can probably figure out how to diagnose certain diseases based on characters or incidents which actually take place in those shows.
Well, there you go. Oh, thank you. That's a good idea. That's a good way to combine Netflix and doctors. I would say, make them watch How I Met Your Mother and be like, I gave birth to you. So there you go, right? That's how I met your mother. Good enough. Okay, that's fine. Let's go on to the next team. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Anybody on this side wants to be the brave soul who's going to try to challenge the creative juices to see if they can combine stuff together? Anybody right over here? Okay, 2 more. Pick one. Okay, this one. This is a combination of
Airbnb and pets.
Okay, Airbnb and pets. You have any ideas like pets, Airbnb? What would they do using for?
I think of two ideas. First of all, not all Airbnbs and allow pets, right? So maybe there's some business model, they tailor-made their homes to suit the pets, pet houses, pet facilities in the houses. And but these are the Airbnbs for pet owners, and they bring their pets to them, right? I'm thinking maybe there are some Airbnbs for pet itself. So maybe the owners go travel overseas, right? They have to leave their pets somewhere else, and the house owner can lease their houses for pets, in a group, right? So that would be fine.
That's a very good idea. I think that's another thing we can consider. Like, think about it. Your house, you put a little corner, a little thing, like, yeah, put your cat there. It's good enough, right? I mean, my house is a mess anyway. Just mess it up even more. It's fine.
You have to take care of them, too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll take care of them. Yeah, that's part of the service. Okay, that's good. That's a good combination. And anybody with the last combo, who knows what it's going to be? Anybody want to be the brave soul? Otherwise, I'm going to pick someone, and that's going to be really, really difficult. Anybody? Oh, he's putting his hand in his pocket. Like, don't. He got it. The guy who drinks water has got the bravery. Okay, so this is the last combination. Let's see what you've got. It is going to be... Oh, this is easy.
Spotify and children.
All right, so for legal reasons, I'm going to stand away from you. All right, go for it. Spotify and children, what would you combine? What would be the innovative idea you'd have to put this one?
Yeah, so nowadays, on Spotify, you can find all types of things related to political, podcasts, things that you may not want your children to hear. So now we're going to launch, me and my buddy here are going to launch our new product that's Spotify for children that has very nice, friendly, Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars, nice tunes, healthy podcasts, and basically children-friendly software.
Okay, so basically, like, content that you feel comfortable your kids are listening to. I mean, like, what we could even do is, like, we could have a mood button that the kid tells the parents, like, how are you today? It's like, you know what? Hear my song. It's like, bang! You could do that. So maybe using music to let the parents know what they think as well. And it's all good music that they can enjoy without worrying, like, that's not a very good song. I don't want you to be repeating that phrase over there. Okay, simple stuff like that. Okay, good. We warmed it up. Fantastic. Okay, now, finally, we're good with that one. I'm going to go to some quick-fire questions, okay? Quick-fire, I come up to you, and you just answer them. I'm going to give you 4 questions. The first thing is that, what is your favorite word? Favorite word. My favorite word is my name, because no one can say it.
Nice.
Nice. The favorite word is nice. Okay, that's very good. Okay, moving on to, what job are you terrible at?
What job am I terrible at? Cooking.
Oh, you're terrible at cooking. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Let me go with here. You have 10 minutes to spend 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. What do you buy?
Hire more people.
Okay, you're going to pay them within 10 minutes. Okay, hire me right now. Okay, last question is, if you could become an animal for a day, which animal would it be?
Dolphin.
A dolphin, why?
Just like swim in the sea, and beach.
So don't want the fish. Let's be the dolphin. I like that. Okay, cool. Okay, good enough. Okay, you know what? We just want to quick fire, get those brain juices going on. So again, thank you so much for having all the finalists. We have a round of applause for all of them. Aren't they fun? Fun minds as well. So please, you can get off the stage, go take a seat, relax a little bit, because now we're going to get intense. So any which direction, that's good. Just go in there, get some rest, sit back a little bit. All right, I'm going to see what's going to happen over here. Whew, this is the moment I am excited for. Okay, with that, everybody. Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, whew. Now, it is the moment we've all been waiting for, and I'm going to announce the startup with the highest votes from the general audience, which, of course, not for me to present, as I'm going to invite Mr. Stephen Liang, Assistant Executive Director of HKTDC, to present the award for us for the My Most Favorite Startup Award, which goes to... Ooh, this is it. Who could it be? I'm excited. The My Most Favorite Startup Award goes to Grow Green. Grow Green. Congratulations. Let's get a photo together. Okay, get that lovely picture together, smiling. Okay, we're all good. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Grow Green. Please remain on stage real quick because we're going to go to the Social Impact Award. And the Social Impact Award goes to, it is Breer. Breer, congratulations. Let's get a photo together. Picture done. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you, Stephen. Please take a seat and relax a little bit because now we're going to announce our 10 winners in no particular order. So this is it. And to help me present it, I'd like to invite Raymond to come on up here. Raymond, help me present the prizes. And I will be telling them one by one who the winner is. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, Raymond coming onto the stage. And remember, this is in no particular order. That means the top 10 over here are basically all the top winners that we have selected today. Our first winner goes to Kinshon Information Technology Hong Kong. Congratulations. Great ideas definitely deserve to stand out a bit. So come on up over here. Get your prize. Get that photo. All right. One more step. There we go. Let's get the photos. Remember, big smile with your eyes as well. Okay, one more picture. Okay, congratulations. Thank you so much. Now you can take a break. All right, we continue on with our next winner, which is Panoptix AI. Panoptix AI. Well done. Come join us on stage. Do not feel shy. There we go. All right, one step. There we go. Little picture, a little smile. This is a good thing you want to definitely have a memory of. One more picture over here with our next photographer as well. Oh, this is a good thing. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Hey, good job. All right, our next winner is HK Biorhythm R&D Company. Nice work over there. Well done. Here you go. Come on up here and get your prize. Get that photo. And remember, you did something very special today. Come on up here. All right, one more step yet. So one more step to your left. There we go. All right, one more picture over here. Thank you so much, and thank you, Raymond, for helping us with this prize presentation. Let's continue on with our next three winners. For that, I would like to invite Duncan to please come on up here and help us to present our next three winners. Oh, this is going to be good. I'm excited because I have the list in my hand, but I'm still covering them so I can't see them either. Right over here, Duncan, this is your spot for you to enjoy. And get ready to welcome our next winner, which is Claire Clinical AI Research. Nicely done. All right, come on over here, come to the stage and get your prize because you deserve it. Right over here, please. All right, one picture ahead. All right, we're good with photos. Thank you very much. Now, you can take a break and relax. Okay, Duncan, our next winner is Wespreso. Wespreso. Nicely done. Come on up here and get your prize. All right, one more picture over here. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And moving on to our next team, it's going to be Grow Green. The audience loved you, and so did we. So come on over here and get your prize. One little thing in the center and get a photo together as well, please. All right, we got the photos. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Duncan, as well. Take a seat and enjoy, because now I'd like to invite Herbert to come on stage and help me present the next two winners. It's Herbert with the good questions as well, and coming up here to let you know that you deserve it. So we got Herbert on the stage, which means it's time for me to announce our next two winners, and the next one is Aurora Tele-oncology. There we go. Give them a round of applause. Well done. You've come on up here. You deserve that prize. Let's get that photo together right in front. Okay, we're good with the photos. Well done, well done. And moving on to our next winner is Kamakura Foods. Yeah. And now I'm hungry. I know what I'm eating tonight. Let's get a photo looking ahead. Okay, photos are done. Well done. Thanks so much, Herbert. You may take a break as well, because I'm going to invite Hendrik to come on up here to help us present our last two winners for us. So come on up here, Hendrik. You were the judge. You were one of the reasons why they're the winners, which is why I'm going to call them out, and you're going to have to present to them. Our last two winners of this is going to Data AI. Data AI. Come on up here. One little step to your left, please. There we go. Okay, photos are good. Thank you very much. And finally, our last winner of our 10 winners of today, it goes to, it's Deep Translate. Deep Translate, well done. Okay, let's one more step over there, please. Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Hendrik, please take a seat. Thank you so much for helping us with that. And finally, we're going to go with the last but not least. I would like to invite Raymond once again on stage to help us present the award of AMTD SpiderNet Startup Award. Raymond, up here on stage, and I will announce that this is it. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, and the winner of the AMTD SpiderNet Startup Award goes to HK Biorhythm R&D. Well done. Come on up here. You deserve it. All right, one quick photo, one little, well done, look ahead, one little step to your left, there we go. Okay, one photo looking right ahead, please. All right, thank you so much, Raymond. Please remain on stage because we're going to make this a very memorable moment. So that's why I would like to invite Stephen, Duncan, Herbert, and Hendrik to come on stage to join us. And of course, all our winners, the 10 winners, please join us back on stage with your prize in your hand. Let's come over here because this is definitely a moment you want to remember for the rest of your lives. So all the winners, come join us over here and bring your tickets as well with yourself to the stage. Don't feel shy, everybody. We know who won. You don't have to pretend to be humble. You made it. We know you are. Okay, our judges are over here as well. We're going to call up the winners as well too. Come on up. Winners, join us on stage. Don't be shy. Everybody over here. Okay, winners as well. On the top, we'll raise up your ticket in the air because like you won, man. You should be super excited. Keep it up in the air. Let's make sure our faces are seen. Looking forward ahead to everybody. I want you to hold up your ticket in the air. Hold it up in the air. Don't be shy about that. All right, come closer, everyone. We have a few that, yes, there we go. Some of you can go to the right. Let's get the group photo together real quick. I want to see, can I have one more person from my side to go over there to join them over there? Can we go there? There we go. Thank you so much. Let's balance this off a little bit so we're just good. Raise your ticket in the air. Let's look ahead. Remember, right now, oh, you want to, yep, there we go. Come a little bit forward. There we go. That is artistic balance right over there. Okay, now I want everybody to remember we are wearing a mask today for our own safety, but we want to make sure we know our eyes are telling the truth, which is happiness. 3, 2, 1, everybody cheers. Yay! Oh yeah, we did it, everyone. Okay, you know what? I gotta join you guys as well. One more time, guys. Everybody over here, give me a thumbs up as well. Everybody, yeah, thumbs up. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Well done. Oh yeah, nice job, everybody. This is so good. Raise your tickets up. Don't be shy. Come on, right over here. There we go. One more time with the tickets up in the air. Super happiness. And one more time. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Nicely done. Everybody, a round of applause to all our winners. Fantastic job. Congratulations, everybody. It is so good to hear those different ideas. And of course, it doesn't matter because the most important thing is we all had a good time and we shared all these great ideas. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the pitching final. So let's again, one more time, give a big hand to our judges as well, everybody. They had to listen to everything and put it into consideration. On behalf of HKTDC, I would like to thank our strategic partner AMTD Group for the great support and for making Startup Express a more comprehensive program so as to help more local startups to build networks, market their business, seek potential partners, and enhance brand awareness. And of course, if you'd like to rewatch today's episode and this show, make sure you can join us on our HKTDC YouTube channel, where you can find the video real soon. Everybody, I will see you again next year. And thank you guys. Keep the ideas flowing and see ya. Bye-bye.